What's up?
What's going on?
I want to die.
Yeah, we just spent I want to say like a good 15 minutes just trying to get OBS to work.
No, it was
and that was
20 minutes.
bitch. I got that.
OBS
bitch.
came out with an update last week, and ever since then, our life has
If
been
you use
hell.
OBS and you haven't downloaded the update,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
it's racist.
Um,
So we gotta.
to suggest us, what should we be using? Maybe OBS is not the answer.
I think everybody uses OBS. I don't know what else there even is.
I mean, I hear people
We're not
use
even going live on my.
Streamlabs a lot.
We're not even going live on the Cruise MT Hour channel. I mean the Cruise channel on YouTube because it just won't work. So
Yeah, or mine. We gave up. It kept crashing
Yeah.
as soon as we added more than one stream.
we are live on Twitch and we are live on the MT Hour YouTube. So what's
Yes.
going on? We have a special episode, if you can call it that. I don't know if we call these episodes, but we are doing something fun today, man. Something a little different, I guess, to an extent. I don't think we've done something like this before, but we are deep diving, discussing. Me and this man have not even talked about this at all yet today.
We've tried, we've really tried, but we have said stuff. We've been
A little
together, so it's almost 9:00 Eastern right now, and we've been together since 3:00, last 5
Something
hours.
like that, yep.
We've had little micro discussions on this album, but
Yeah, but we're talking about Childish Gambino's new album, Bando Stone in the New World, and
soundtrack.
a soundtrack, yeah. And
It's an
for me
album.
personally, and I feel like one of the biggest things, just to start this off, because we're just going to get started, to start this off, I feel like it's kind of crazy because, in my opinion, one of my first moments that I can reflect on my friendship with Tyler is based on Because the Internet by Childish Gambino. I feel like
It's true.
I remember a lot of our friendship getting together and just becoming acclimated with how we feel about music and all this kind of shit that we kind of do now. But one of the first memories I've ever had was Because the Internet, and me kind of bonding over it because I was so in love with the album and he had not listened to it yet, and it was something I put him on to, and we kind of bonded over it, and it was kind of an amazing moment. So this episode or this live stream today we're gonna show our love to Childish Gambino and just his new album and his career, because he's one of my favorite artists of all time. And like I said, me and MT Hour has bonded over Childish Gambino for years. So I feel like it's
it's the end,
It's the end of his
end of
whole-
Gambino as we know it.
Yeah, Donald Glover is alive and strong, but Childish Gambino, he is supposedly, that's it. So we are gonna discuss this album. We're gonna talk everything Childish Gambino today. We're also gonna we're here, we're chilling, so we're gonna do whatever feels right, But
Yep.
we're going to talk about this album and discuss this album and discuss what we like about it, what we don't like about it, what we kind of like the impact he's had on us over his career, because it's
we're gonna
seemingly done. So
We're gonna
we'll
do
see.
we'll talk about the album first, then we're gonna do a tier list of the songs individually, and then a tier list of all his projects.
Yep, that's the
Just kind of discuss it. I feel like
that's the agenda.
I think I haven't revisited some of his albums in a while, but it'd be good to
It's
kinda
been a little
talk
while.
about
We're gonna listen. I
gonna
feel
play
like
a little bit.
Yeah, we and obviously it's
we'll,
tough to
We'll play parts of songs to present our album, our thoughts, or arguments. Just to,
and just to get a little refresher on some of his stuff. I've been listening to
yeah.
a lot of Childish Gambino lately, just based off of this album and my love for his work. So I've been listening to a little bit. So I'm a little bit more familiar in the most recent aspect of it. But I feel like we're gonna dive into some of his records and listen to a little bit on stream and just have a good time, man. And we even got the Bando Stone and the New World lighting going on today. So let us know if you like that. It's a little green, I feel like a chameleon right now. I'm kind of blending in.
It's kind of Bando, kind of Matrix.
It's kind of Bando, kind of Stone, kind of Money. We're kind of chilling.
We're in the jungle right now.
That's what I'm saying. We kind of said it. We need a couple plants. We should have brought them in, but plants would have made this even more
I think you're right.
jungle vibes. We should have. We have a couple plants too. We could have brought in.
I think I got some chicken in my fridge too. Just gonna hold the frozen chicken up.
Just hold the chicken. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
it's your
what's
mother. Oh, hey, yo, it's your mother. How you doing, man?
Damn.
Yeah,
Hi,
man. We're
hi, mom.
Yeah, man, we're talking Bando Stone in the New World today, man, and we're just having a good time.
Yeah,
Just
we're just getting started.
we're just getting started. Let's
I guess what I want to know is like we haven't talked about it.
I feel that, man. I
Yeah.
am exhausted. I'm in the middle of moving to a new house, and it's just been exhausting. It's like every night painting, moving, working on music, everything, man. It's exhausting, man.
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
yes.
some guitars. We got some guitars.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar. I mean, it's the first time chat, you know. So thank you for coming through and vibing with us. We literally like work on music every single week. We make new. We're a band and we make music every week. We do it live. Yeah, so man, follow us. And today, I said, we're gonna be
Today's
talking
a different stream. We're
Yeah.
we're here to talk about
one of our favorite
Bando
artists.
Stone in the New World,
Yeah,
the new
yeah.
album. But
We're here to talk about an album today by Childish Gambino. But yeah.
no, I'm metal.
no.
I'm metal in spirit, but quite the opposite. Very very soft, boy like.
As far as me and
smooth.
Tyler go, we do a lot of alternative, pop, rock, all that kind of good stuff. I mean, you know. Yeah, man. Like I don't know if you probably missed the intro, but he's kind of one of the artists that brought us together as far as friendship and just like us bonding. So yeah, he's about to end the Childish Gambino name in the whole era. So we kind of wanted to like have a stream just where we talk about the project, what we like about it, and what we don't like about it, and everything, man. So
All right,
feel
man.
free.
I'm dying to talk about this shit. We've been skirting around talking about this album all week. We've said
Yes,
little
sir.
things here and there, little texts.
We haven't really talked about it.
little spurts of conversation over the last few hours of hanging out, but we were like been holding back.
We've been holding back.
I want to know. It's been just under a week. It'll be a week tomorrow.
It'll be a week tomorrow, yeah.
Which, in my opinion, isn't enough time to fully form opinions. But
Yeah.
what do you think about this album so far? How many times do you think you've listened to it?
Oh man.
What do you feel about it overall? What are your favorite songs?
Sorry, I'm just reading.
Yeah, no, we don't do Machine Gun Kelly. That's a bitch.
Yeah. Pop. We'll actually play some stuff later, man. We'll play some stuff if you stick around, man. We'll play some stuff by us, like you know. Okay, so getting to your question, I've probably listened to this album around in full about 20 times in the last week. I'm not even joking, not even exaggerating. And so I'm really hype for this album because I feel like it is just a return to the type of music I love and the type of music I appreciate. And I really am getting. It's been a while since I've been obsessed with an album, and this is definitely one. And I know it's been a week, but I could feel. This is a hot, not even a hot take, but it's an early take. I'm just gonna say it now, and I don't want to have any recency bias, but this has the potential to be my favorite Childish Gambino album if the time sits with it right. If I am able to connect with it even more than I already have, it could be my favorite Childish Gambino album. And I don't even want to tell you my favorite yet because we're gonna rank them later. But
yeah.
And we'll talk more about the whole thing like that. But this has the potential to be my favorite Childish Gambino album. It has everything I love about Childish Gambino as an artist, and he's one of my favorite artists of all time. He has paved the way for me musically. He has changed the way I look at music in a lot of ways. His artistry and his creativity has really played a large part in my life. So I just appreciate everything this man does because he just keeps it consistent and keeps going with it. You know what I mean? And I really, really love this album. I'm not gonna give it a score or anything yet, and we're gonna rank the songs individually. We're gonna talk about all this stuff, but my initial reaction to this album, I don't know if there's a song on it that I don't like. Like there's songs that I'm not crazy about that I'll like listen to and be like, okay, I don't need to listen to that every time I listen to the album.
What's up, Kion, man?
Kion.
I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah. We're talking, the whole stream is about Bino today, man. We're going to listen to it a little bit if you want to rock out with us, man. And
yeah, if the stream is a little framey, we did have OBS crash probably a dozen times before this shit went live. They issued a new update, and it's fucking up a bunch of shit.
Oh, it's a little framey?
Yeah. Let us know if it stays that way. If the audio is good, just Let us know about that too.
Yeah. Let us know, man. Let us know.
Okay, before we get too deep into it, overall, if you had like, I know I don't love the idea of this, but if you had put your thoughts into a score for now,
A score for now.
what are you currently feeling in terms of realm of a rating on the album?
This album,
I think albums that are much more dense and much more nuanced than a score, but like if you had to put it into something, like to sum up, what are you currently feeling?
This album's really tough for me to score, but I'm giving it a 10. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Shit.
I give it a 10 out of 10, and I will tell you why later. And it's more or less about the timing of the album and how I feel like this album impacts the times more than I feel like it's about just standing up against every album I've ever heard. You understand what I mean? Like, there's albums that I think are better. Even there's albums by him that I think are better. I mean, maybe an album that I think is better. But at the end of the day, I feel like in this climate, in 2024, this album is a fucking 10 out of 10, and there's no convincing me otherwise.
All right. I guess I should share my overall thoughts right now. I've been toying with the idea of the way I think about this album, and so I guess you've listened to it around 20 times. I've listened to it probably like maybe half that, maybe like 8.
10 times,
maybe
8
like
times.
8. I feel like I've listened to it all the way through from beginning to end in one single sitting, maybe like 6 times.
Okay.
And then probably chosen certain tracks enough to fill probably closer to 10.
Yeah.
Currently, and again, it hasn't even been a full week yet.
It's
My
tough.
current feelings is an 8 out of 10.
An 8. Okay.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yep.
And I feel like this album has some of Gambino's highest highs. Songs like Lithonia, and the way that song just is like burned into my brain.
Yep.
And the way songs like Survive are just burned into my head. I cannot get his melody, the sax solo, like the little chorus and the Chloe's part just like burned into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Parts like Amare's verse on Talk My Shit just like in my head, cannot get it out. And then there's tracks that I love, but I'm like, why the fuck is this here? Like Dadvocate, which I like love, but I also like
it. I didn't think you were gonna love it.
I love it, and I'm like torn about it at the same time.
It's country Gambino, bro.
It's like Hootie the Blowfish, Hoobastank, Gambino.
Amazing. Amazing.
Which is like, it's great, and I'm happy for it, but I feel like it kind of makes the second or the last third of the album, the whole last third of the album, I feel very like, I like this, but why? And that's my biggest problem is like, if we look at the track list, we're going to pull up the track list really
Kion,
quick.
if you want to listen to it with us, man, because we know we're here for you, bro.
Yeah, so
we're
we're
going to vibe with us, man.
Let's play like
we can't.
let's talk about the amazing stuff first. I don't want to talk about like stuff I feel negatively about. But like,
are you sure it's up? It's showing right now.
I'm going to switch over once I start playing. But like
gotcha.
this intro of this album is incredible.
Incredible.
We'll play a little bit of it right now.
This is the intro. Hearts Are Meant to Fly. Of course, man. You know it's love. Always, man. I locked your number in too. I'm gonna text you.
This bass is insane.
Crazy.
It's on the
Man,
border.
I love this,
it's
man.
on the border of being like too much too. It's like,
I love it. Of course, man. You know it. You know it. Literally no worries, man. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy, bro.
exactly. Vibrating.
Listen to this shit. How you go from that to that? Like,
everybody hating wanna get like me. Everybody Satan and I'm G.O.D.
A little bit. I could see it.
You could interpret it
I
that
could
way.
see it.
but I don't know.
You could. G.O.D. The hot thing is to diss Drake right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, this part right here though, this is the part. I wish it came back more.
Yeah. Like this is what I love about Childish Gambino.
Like,
yeah, we don't have to listen to the rest right now.
It's an incredible intro track. I just feel like if you listen to this album, you look at the track list, track 1 through 11, I just feel like it's so good, and I really love
1 through 12. Are you crazy?
For me, it's 1 through 11. I would say 1 through 11.
Whoa, okay. So, wait. Okay, so you said 1 through 11. So Cruisin', on this album,
I like it. But in my tier list,
that song, that 12 is better than 10. Damn.
I mean, I would agree, but
it's better than 6.
I mean, honestly, for me, I guess it's 1 through 9. Like 1 through 9.
But No Excuses is one of my favorite tracks.
1 through 9 is like so good, but once you start passing that 9 point and you start looking at tracks like "Can You Feel Me," which is a song featuring Gambino's Child.
I love the vibe.
I love it. I love the vibe. It feels so wholesome. It feels so nice.
Yes.
But it's a song that I don't ever want to listen to outside the album context, which is fine. I think albums need songs that make the whole album better.
I feel like that we're gonna dig deeper down into that concept that you just said, because that's one of my biggest.
That's
things
how I feel
that
about a lot of the whole album.
No, and I don't necessarily. I feel like me and you have talked about this as Empty Hour before, about how like I feel like you don't want to know what this album reminds me of in ways. It reminds me of Shades that we did. It reminds me of the bigger songs are the bigger songs, and then everything else interconnects everything else. It feels like a fucking album. It sounds like an album. It doesn't sound like a playlist. Like all these artists, when I listen to a Drake album, I love Drake. When I listen to a Drake, it sounds like a playlist. It does not sound like an album. Granted, he doesn't really put albums together like that, but it sounds like a playlist. It does not sound like a curated album.
See, to me, this album feels
everything puts things together perfectly to me. And even if you think it sounds random, it feels purposeful to me. And that's why it's a 10 out of 10, because even the songs that I know I'm not going to revisit on like I'm just going to listen to this while I'm at the crib. I'm going to throw this on while I'm getting ready. Nah, I'm not going to. But the thing is, in the context of the album, it sounds immaculate, but it also has the songs I can throw on when I'm about to get ready. I can throw on in the car. I can throw on when I'm feeling this mood or that mood. And then there's glue pieces that glue the album to. It's a perfect album in my opinion. And it's not perfect in a way like, oh, it's the best album ever. It just has the bigger records that fill every void and mood that I've ever needed, but also have the glue pieces to put it all together. And I feel like, what else do you want from an album in 2024? I
love this album. I would relate it more to a buffet, but a buffet that like puts it together in like, it's a buffet in a 5-star restaurant in the same building, and it's like a Michelin star ass like this is the best of the best in the same building as a buffet, but but sometimes like the food is like buffet quality, but it's put together and like presented to you in a 5-star like Michelin star restaurant way. Yeah. And sometimes I don't think it's like Michelin star quality food, but it's like presented as if it's Michelin star quality food. Yeah, yeah. And even though I think some songs actually reach that level, but I don't think.
Yeah, every song on the project is well produced. It's well put together. I feel like there's not a song that isn't well produced. One of my and that's my biggest thing. That's the reason why like you see Tyler and he gives this album an 8 out of 10, which is an amazing score. Like I feel like in scoring this album is tough. I was talking to him about that earlier. Yeah, he gives it an 8 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10, and the reason why I give it a 10 out of 10, and I'll elaborate on it a little bit. It's just like to me, what an album is, it doesn't need to be every song hits like a record, like it hits like a song. there's songs that just put the album together that you don't need to listen to out of context. It's in context. It's an album, you know. And there's not really a moment that feel like I like We Are God. I love that song as a piece to listen to while I'm listening to the album. It does not hurt my listening experience whatsoever. Am I gonna throw We Are God on? No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not gonna throw We Are God. I'm not gonna throw on like a. I mean, the first half is just like all big records.
yeah, that's how I feel.
Honestly, it's We Are God and Can You Feel? Can You Feel and We Are God? I feel like our glue pieces.
I would say that Happy Survival.
Happy
as well.
Survival.
Yes.
Happy Survival. We Are God and
I would.
Can You Feel Me? And then No Excuses is one of my favorite
me,
songs, but it just has like a little bit.
The only disappointment I have on the album, like I'm not disappointed by like. I think Happy Survival is like a cool,
I love
like,
it.
vibey song.
I love it. I leave it on when it comes on.
Me
It's
too.
a
Me
vibe.
too. Me too. I like it a lot. And then Dadvocate, like I said, I
love that track.
I love it, but I think it's also like it's like the genre of music that I would have hated on when I was a kid. That you'd hear that like these like late '90s, early 2000s,
and I think he did it purposefully.
dad rock bands.
Yeah, I think he
that
did
like
it purposefully.
he probably grew up listening to. So like,
Yep.
I think he does it really well, and he recontextualizes that part of my life that I'm like.
And I've been
I remember
growing.
being with my parents, my dad putting on music that sounds like that, and I'm like,
I've been growing
all right.
into country music. That country, I mean, it's not
I wouldn't
country,
call it country,
but it has more of a country twang to it than most Childish Gambino songs I've ever heard. It has like that, like it has like that kind of bounce.
I don't know, it's like listen, to this shit.
Yeah. It's not country, but it's country Gambino to an extent.
I wouldn't call it country.
A little country soul to me. This is what this is. But I love this shit, especially the hook. The hook is country.
I wouldn't call this country at all.
Kyan, what you think? If you in the chat, man, what you think? This is kind of like soul country to me. This is black country music. Listen to this hook. This country vibes. This is country vibes to me. This is new country shit.
This is the song that so like for me I love this album as especially track like I said track 1 through 9 I think is like some of Gambino's best most polished work ever.
Yeah.
This is the song that I love it, but it makes me think like, oh, we're at the buffet, we're not at the restaurant. We're not at the restaurant, we're at the buffet.
Yeah.
And like even though I'm enjoying when I'm eating the buffet, it makes me yearn for a bit more of a like focused, a bit more. And like
it's crazy. I mean, shout out to Kari. Kari's my boy. He makes music and he's from Rhode Island. This is his favorite song.
Really?
Yep. I seen it. He posted it.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Is the okay? I don't know if you use OBS. We
the funk country.
Funk country.
Damn.
Oh,
the FPS is
really
hella dropping
bad?
like that.
We updated the new version of OBS where it went live, and it's been fucking up our shit. We crashed like probably 10 times leading into the stream. We
Damn, it's like but it's like that bad. Hold up, let me check because that's like,
I think that sucks is
because
like
we heard that twice today, so that might be aggressive. Like
the thing that sucks is like normally we go live on 4 different things. We go live on Twitch, my YouTube, his YouTube, and Empty Hours YouTube, and today we're just doing 2 of the 4. And normally we have like Logic and Final Cut open. We have like nothing open right now.
Also, like, are you playing on PC? Because I'm trying to play Valorant. I have a PS5 and I'm trying to get on that, and I just don't know how.
Damn. That sucks. We actually tuned in a bit of your Valorant stream earlier. We were watching a little bit of it.
A little bit. I was like,
you were like eating
tight.
a sandwich or like a bun or something. It looked really good. I was kind of jealous.
See, it looks good on my phone, but the frames are probably dropping crazy. Valorant's closed beta. That's what it is, closed beta. I can't get it yet. I don't know how to get into the open beta. I just, you know what I'm saying? I can't.
Squatter Day, do you know if it's going to be cross-platform Valorant with PC and console? Because if it is...
Oh, yeah, see? No, it is. Look at it. It's dropping like...
It's dropping. I don't know what we can do right now. We've restarted the stream. about 10 different times.
Yeah, it's not It's not too great right now. I mean, we can keep rocking out. I don't really know what else, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Unless we stop streaming on YouTube and see if that helps. And just do Twitch today. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It says
it's lower than recommended.
Yeah, maybe like my internet's fucked today. I don't know why.
Could be the internet.
Try disconnecting your phone from Wi-Fi. Let's just see.
Your Wi-Fi was connecting a little weird in general. I'm not gonna lie. It was connecting a little weird before. So it could just be the internet.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck is going on? You think it's because I have all these tabs open?
I mean, it could be. It's really not serious. But I mean, there's ads running and stuff like that. Because we could just open them later. Like, we can open them later. You know what I mean? See if that...
It's probably these ads. It might be these ads, honestly.
Yeah, Valorant has been out for years for PC players. I've seen that. Like, I've been watching people play it, and I'm like, I want to get in on this. This shit looks fun. I've been looking for a new first-person shooter, like a game that I can get into, and Valorant looks like up my alley, you know? I tried Concord.
Hey, I closed those tabs, and now it says our connection's excellent.
Oh, shit.
How are the...
We'll open it up later to do the tabs.
How are...
let us know how we're doing. But yeah, I've been trying to get into a new first person shooter because I tried Concord out and it was smooth, it was fire, but I sucked at it. If I'm being real with you, I was terrible. So I was like, okay, I'm getting my ass kicked. So I couldn't even have fun with it. But yeah, that honestly might have been the reason why I kept crashing. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Which is crazy that we can't have internet open while we're doing this, but
it's all those ads.
That might have been the reason why, because it kept crashing and crashing and crashing. Like, try to put it on. Try to start it on my. Nah, fuck it. Okay, so.
But yeah.
So
overall,
okay, so let's get back to this album. Because so right now we're discussing the album as a whole, and I feel like one of the biggest things I wanted to say about this album is that my favorite thing, and the reason why it's getting a 10 out of 10 for me right now, is that the album has so much heart and character. It has so much character. It feels like there's something punchy about the album. The way that Gambino is performing, the instrumentals, the performances, and everything. It has so much character, so much heart. It feels like an album that he cared about making. You know what I mean? And that's one of my biggest things. And in 2024, I don't want to, because that kind of sounds like a cop-out. Like, for me to give an album a 10 out of 10 because it sounds like he's putting the most energy and effort into it. But it really sounds like he is trying to make a world and give us something to indulge in, you know? And I feel like, for me, it works 100%. There's not a moment on this album that I don't feel like from an aspect of instrumentally or vocally or lyrically. Every single song plays a part in my life currently, in my life before, probably in the future. Like, there's songs for every single mood that I've ever had in my life. And I feel like he made an album to me that stands out amongst everything I hear nowadays. Like, everything either nowadays is bland and amazing. It's amazing sounding, bland as fuck, has no character, no heart. There's nothing to it. It's just like, cool, that was a good sounding album. It sounds good.
I think whether you like it or not, it's very impressive that he was able to take all of these things, take all these aspects that are very, very different and combine them into this like album that still feels cohesive, even though like listen to Dadvocate in the intro, and they're so fucking different, and they're so opposite ends of the spectrum. One's this kind of like futuristic, like electronic kind of otherworldly aspect to it, and then Dadvocate is this like
it's just
like
laid back.
Dad
He's talking
rock
about
type shit.
Yeah, exactly, and he has all kind of different sounds. Like the song "In the Night," like in particular, like the context of that song and what it's about. And
hey, thank you, Kion.
I don't know if he's talking about you. I don't know if are you talking about him or Tyler the Creator? Because it's two Tylers.
Yeah.
I don't know which one you're talking about, but Tyler's
man.
albums are a 10 out of 10 for both of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Either way, I'll say thank you.
yeah, like because the funny thing is obviously like Tyler here. You know what I mean? Okay, Tyler Palmer. Let's go.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about. Like the thing about it is the care and the craft that Tyler puts into his albums, and I think Tyler the Creator as well. That's why I didn't even know
Igor,
because
10 out of 10.
Igor and like Call Me If You Get Lost. These are the only albums in years that I've heard that have heart and character and soul to them. Like everything else just sounds like it sounds good. Like that album sounds good. That shit sounds good. But do I want to listen to it over and over again? Did it spark something in me? Did it inspire me? No, it didn't. I'm not gonna listen to it in a week because it's not it. It's just like music that blends in with everything else. In this album, I feel like there's songs that like Real Love that like have like this kind of pop vibe that sounds.
I gotta play a little bit of this because this is one of those songs that when I first came on, I did like a double take. I was like,
it sounds like
I like looked at my phone. I'm like, am I listening to the same album?
To me, Tyler, when I'm telling you, you listen to a song like Real Love, right, and you hear it, right, and you listen to it, and it's like, okay, cool. This sounds like a generic pop song, but to me, it feels like in the context of this album, it just feels so perfect. Like it feels like it makes so much sense. Like it doesn't sound like what he's trying to do with the whole album. He has one song on here that really gives this joyous kind of like happy feel. It feels like and not to bring up the fact that this is a movie soundtrack, but it feels like a scene out of a movie.
It's just that like coming out of towards the end of Got to Be, where it's like, and then the next song is
that's crazy to play. If you just listen to this out of context, I feel like you're just gonna be like, oh, it just sounds like a generic. Not timeless, exactly.
Yeah, I love this song. This song has been like again burned in my head.
It just makes me happy, man. It's like every song is a feeling. It's not even just about like you know what I'm saying?
If I heard this song like 15 years ago, I would have rolled my eyes so hard.
That's what I'm saying.
But for some reason now, hearing it, I'm just like, it puts me in a good mood, and I'm just. Yep. I look at the world with like rose-tinted glasses, and I'm like, you know what? Life is okay.
And the thing about that is, I know for a fact it was just intentional. It feels intentional. It doesn't feel like he's doing it just to do it because he wants to get playlisted on TikTok. Like, it sounds like he's doing it for an intentional reason for the album. And in 2024, we just don't get artists that do shit like that. We just don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, we were trying to match the album cover vibe. But it kind of has some like Matrix vibes. I'm into it.
If I'm being real with Tyler, man, I told this man a while ago that we got to turn off the light and just have like just the lights because it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this shit's a vibe right now. Yeah, but we try to get the album cover vibes. But I think this shit's clean. But yeah, man, like
that's cool.
I love this album. I like as I've been saying.
The other one. I just feel like I have to play a little bit.
Let's play Yoshinoa.
Okay.
That is my fucking shit.
Another track that I not to be negative, but like Got to Be.
I need to hear your thoughts on
the
it.
end. I love the beginning. The beginning of the song is one of my favorite parts of the whole album. And I don't love the switch up. Like
okay.
I love this shit.
Pause it, Tyler.
I don't know why.
The beginning of this song. This is my biggest complaint about this album is that the beginning of this song isn't a full song.
Me too. I'm like, why is this a full song?
I'm glad that we're on the same.
The second half, I'm like, this is cool, but like, why? Please just continue the first part.
The second half is cool. It's fine. I like the vibe. Every time I'm listening to it,
I would rather the first part just be doubled. Like, make that same shit twice as long and delete the second half.
I'm so glad that we are on the same page with that shit because that is one of my favorite. Every weekend, and no, I don't know why.
Like, what the hell?
You know, I don't know why. Every weekend, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Kion, this green's actually more relaxing to be in.
Every weekend, it makes it less hot in here.
What we did is like, so we normally have a big light behind us. Normally we crank that and like turn the camera's ISO and aperture all the way down so it's not kind of light.
I love this. This is giving Brockhampton though.
Right here I like it, but like it goes on too long, and I feel like Gambino doesn't do enough on it. That's better than the intro. Like for me, the intro is still the best. It's like so dope.
I love this part, man. I thought this was gonna be my. I thought this was gonna be my favorite song when I first heard it. And I was like, damn, he really went there.
Amazing. And then I'm like, okay,
I like it.
Cool,
I like it. It's not at the top of my list, but I like this song. But the first half definitely carries like my favorite. That's my least favorite thing about this album is that song.
I think a lot of people really love Yoshinoa, and I think that's one of the most popular songs. It's not there for me, but I really love it. It's good.
Really?
It's
I fucking love this song.
I think
top to bottom. We gotta listen to this one with Kion. If you haven't heard this shit, don't you know it? Yo, should know it. This is the supposed Drake diss.
Yeah.
Must enjoy it. Must for it.
We don't hold back. We must for it. Stay where you at. You're supposed to be going. Niggas is fake. I won't ignore it. I put your boy in the seat. You got your biz in the streets. I wash my hands when I eat. I never handle the key. I don't know no one BD, but they depended on me. Niggas don't
This shit
know
is
where I'm at.
cold.
Yeah, the beat is crazy.
This shit is cold.
Around you ain't flat. They plotting hard when you slack. They got a gun in your back. This who you trust when you sleeping at night. I'm in the mirror, I see what I like.
I'm in the mirror, I see what I like.
Fuck with my kids, you fuck with your life.
I did kind of want more.
This is one of
on
my
this
favorite
album
songs.
for songs like this. Like there really is just like two rap songs.
He's
on the
rapping a
album.
little bit on Survive. And that's really it.
A little bit.
I thought there was gonna be more.
Survive probably is my second favorite song.
Yeah,
I would say it's probably my second favorite song.
I would say maybe my third and my second, third. Damn, you didn't even like. We're listening to it with Kion. You didn't even. You didn't even let him get to the second half of it, bro.
We'll go back to us. I gotta hear this second.
When you was playing this early on the speakers, I'm like, song is so fucking amazing. Get a lazy flow, Bino, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like that royalty shit. Nah, the lazy flow that's what it is, man. Like the lazy flow, Bino, you know the vibes, like the royalty shit. The low cadence.
Yeah. I don't know. I love this one.
That is one of my favorite songs. Like a little crib. Hiking on second down. Nobody checking now. Made a comeback, but ain't nobody check. He said he tore his ACL on the second down. He made a comeback, but ain't nobody checking now. I just relate to this shit so much, man. Like it's like crazy. Like to me, like saying some shit like he tore his ACL on second down, hiking on second down. He came back, but ain't nobody checking now. It's like a little too late, but you came back, you did your thing. It's a little too late. It's like just the things he's saying on this album just relate to me. So everything, man. I'm like, bro, like this dude, like really, like, and I love the whole aesthetic of the whole. Like, I feel like it's very tribal, very jungle vibes on everything. It just gives me, you know what I'm saying? Especially like these type of tracks. I feel like he kind of has that aesthetic going through it. So man, I don't know. There's really not much bad I can say about this album. And one thing I do wanna like when I'm painting my picture of this album and my album review is this album to me, one of the benefits of how good it is and what he's doing is surrounded by the fact that we live in 2024 and music just doesn't come out like this anymore. I feel like I haven't heard an album like this, and I don't even know how long. When's the last time? I don't even know.
Yeah. It feels
When's
really
the last
special.
time it feels special, whether you think it's like junk food or you think it's like, whether you take the records as like, okay, I'm gonna take them one by one and enjoy them as they are, as records, like Anthony Fantano was talking about. Like he's trying to listen to every single song like it's a record you're trying to enjoy. If you listen to every single song like that, there's still a lot of things you're gonna enjoy. But if you take it as an album in 2024 that you're like, people don't make music like this no more. People don't make albums like this anymore. I feel like the appreciation level goes up, and there's not an album that I'm gonna get as obsessed with as this one because I feel like he's doing that. And when we rank the albums later, I'm gonna talk about 350 and 20, and I want to compare it to how I felt when that album came out in 2020 to how I feel when this one came out in 2024 because it was a different time. And listening back to both, it's crazy the opinions I have. You get what I'm saying? Just about Gambino in general and the space that he's in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to get to that too, you know?
Yeah. For me, this album is definitely a very special one. Like I remember I think the day it came out or a couple days after it came out, I went for a walk to go take some photos, and I'm just walking around the city, just listening to this album over and over again, and I just was just like, I don't know. It's very rare that I put out an album on my walks and I like look at the world around me different. Like
Yeah.
I hear it and it makes me think about what I'm looking at in a different way.
Yeah.
And makes
100%.
me feel like what I'm looking at is more special than what it is. It puts my life into a context that I really enjoy.
Yes. And
even
I'm
if I
glad
don't
you said
think it's a
that.
10 out of 10, even if I think there's a lot of things that like I have reservations about, I don't want to say this thing I dislike. There's nothing on this album that I like don't
Dislike.
I dislike.
Yeah.
There's not a single song that I'm like, this is a bad song.
Yep.
But I have reservations about
My as an
personal
album.
taste. Like I enjoy it as a whole piece of a record, but I still think there are certain things that I
For your taste.
for my taste, I would
Of
have
course.
liked differently. But,
Of course. Yeah.
but
yeah.
you know,
But I'm glad you
even the
said
songs
that.
that I don't love, like when it got to Dadvocate, and I was out taking photos, I'm like, this shit hits. This shit's catchy as fuck.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I'm like, I don't
the
know.
moment.
You know, I did a
and
double
like-
take on the album. I'm like,
And like
all
you
right.
said before, man, I'm telling you, this album is an album of the times. When I'm telling you, I'm saying it now. And I don't know how well this album is gonna age in our day, our time and day. But what I'm telling you, like an album like this, and that's why we're having a whole discussion about this. Like MCI, we're MCI Live. We do music every week. We make music. We do our own music. We're just bigging up. We're talking about Childish Gambino. That's it.
He's an artist
Because
that like that we both really
Connect.
connect
That's
with.
that's
and
what,
I feel
and,
like
and this is the and it's not only about his music. Like I was telling Tyler earlier, I don't want to talk about this just because of his music. It's just like the state of us as musicians and us as artists and creatives, and like him putting an album like this compared to everything else that's going out, and how hard it is as an artist to be able to do what you want and be able to get out your message and get out your feelings and your vibes, and how hard it is to be accepted and to be listened to, because everybody wants that digestible, that fast food music. Nobody wants shit that is curated. Nobody wants it. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you if you do. But in the general census, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to make something you truly want to make and act like everyone's going to digest it. No, that's not how it is. So I feel like with this album in 2024, he made something that to me, as speaking as a creative in every medium and like, I mean, music in general, like I feel like it's special for musicians who actually care about this stuff, because who is doing this? Who else? You know what I mean? Like, and I big up everybody doing their thing. And there's no hate. I love what everybody's doing, but this album feels like 2013. This album feels like 2014. You know what I'm saying? And it has those moments where it's like those things where we were really like listening to albums as a whole and not just digesting it. Oh, this sounds like a good playlist. Every single song bangs. Like that's not how it should be, man. It should be like, you know what I mean? So. I mean, I don't know if you're ready to give your song tier list, 'cause I feel like we've been talking about this shit for a while, and I could keep talking. Like we haven't even talked about this all day. That's the reason I think we're talking about it a lot today. Oh, we're not gonna bring up the tier maker.
I feel like we should just for our song list just not even bother. Let's just do you know what I mean?
No, we have to do the tier list, bro. Let's just do them one by one.
Each of ours, one by one, so it doesn't crash.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I feel like the tier list is just like, just make sure the internet connection is still fine. Let's not do everything at once. You know what I'm saying? Especially the streaming stuff.
Everything
like
all at once.
Yeah. This song, the one up from that.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get into our song tier list. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first. You can go first.
All right.
I'm
So
excited
again, this
for
is
this.
just
man.
how like I'm like currently feeling. Like
That's
this
what
is
I'm
how
saying.
I'm feeling
Me
right
too.
now.
Me too. It could change.
Less than a week after the album came
the
out.
internet connection's still good.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
So like for me, I still think like my favorite song.
Are we
So-
doing
so
do
I-
song by song? Do
so
song by song.
So
Don't do.
I guess let's
Do it in order.
should we rate it on it's S, A, B, C, or F in the context of this album, or like the best songs
Nah.
are S and then the worst songs are F? Like relative?
No,
or,
no, no,
or,
no,
re-
no,
or
no,
should
no,
we
no,
put it
no.
like tier relative to all music, or just relative to this album?
Nah, just relative to this album. Like
All
I mean,
right.
a relative like to not to this album, but just like
Like
if you think a song is like you already told me that there's not a song that you think is an F, so don't put a song in the F.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you think
yeah.
a song is like average, then give it a C. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so the intro.
Yeah.
Where hearts were meant to fly. Hearts were meant to fly. I love this song. I think it's amazing. I
Yep.
do think he has like one too many verses on this song, and I kind of wish it brought back that part with Amare or
Okay.
Amare one more time, because that section's so fucking good.
It is.
And it feels like it's kind of the climax of the song, but it almost feels like it should have been a hook. I do think he does a little bit too much in this like oh my god, like it's a little too much. Like I like
Yeah.
it, but I'm like, it's just right below being an S tier song for me.
Okay.
I would call it an A.
All right.
I think it's great,
Yeah.
but I think
Don't
it's
give out your S's to just anything.
There's just a couple things that I'm like,
Yeah, don't give out your S's to anything. You
Yeah.
explained it. I feel you.
you know what? It might be a B.
That's crazy.
It
but
might be
okay.
a B.
All right.
I'll keep it an A.
All
for
right,
now.
no. Do whatever you want.
I'll keep it.
And-
I'm going to change this throughout. If,
yeah.
if, you know, relative.
And
but
also do it in order. So like if you like in A tier something above that, then put it above it. You get what I'm saying? So that could be low A tier. You feel me? Low A tier.
all right. So Lithonia, the single.
Yeah. I mean, just put it where it belongs.
When I first heard this song, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, Gambino's doing this. That's fun." And then out of nowhere, like maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, I
remember.
could not stop listening to the song. I would listen to the song 10 like me and my partner were on a ride, and she's like, "Oh, you've been listening to this song?" I'm like, "Yeah." Then we listened to it like 10 times in a row, and we were singing it out loud in the car together, and we were like, "Fuck, this song is good.
Yeah.
This is a good fucking song."
Yeah.
We're both confused on when he says Cody LeRae, or
Cody
like
LeRae,
Caught
yeah.
in the Rain or some
Yep,
shit, but
yep.
like whatever. It's an S tier. It's an
an
S tier
S-tier. That's a
song of
motherfucking
all
S-tier.
music, let alone this album. But it is
100%. In the
it is
video,
the most
the video
clear
makes it.
cut.
The
Yeah,
video
if you
makes
haven't-
it even more
If
S
you
tier.
haven't watched the video, please watch the video. Like
Unless
the
you're
video's-
scared,
Yeah, if you don't,
don't
like
be a
hor-
bitch. Nah, but there's a jump scare in there. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. I'm warning
Lithonia is
you.
great. The
Yeah.
first vibes I got were like Weezer vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
Yeah. Amazing.
Incredible.
Amazing record. Yeah.
Amazing record.
But I'm not. I'm not gonna
The
say.
lyrics,
I'm not gonna
his
say too much
performance.
because I'm leaving my tier list.
Survive. It's an S tier. I love Survive. Survive is like what I want from Gambino. Like when I hear this song, when he says, it's a new verse, my old flow, I'm like, I got like, oh shit, it's fucking because of the internet right now. And I had this like nostalgic moment where it just feels
Yes.
so good. You know who would sound amazing on the song? Tyler, the Creator. I want a remix
Tyler the Creator would sound fire on
with
Survive.
Tyler, the Creator. I feel
Yeah.
like he would crush it on this song.
Kill it.
Love it. Love the sax solo. Love Chloe's part. Love Gambino's.
100%.
I love his new verse with his old flow. I love just how chill the song is, how
Damn,
relaxed
I
it
do,
is.
I do wish we had both tier lists up right now because I feel like we should be doing this at the same time, song by song.
Yeah, I agree, but
It is what it
It
is.
is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
It is what it is. Steps Beach, love it. Great, very chill. Puts me in a mood. I do think it's a little long. I do wish it was cut down a little bit. I do wish it was a little bit shorter. It's very relaxing, very very chill. It puts me in a mood. Sometimes I do want to skip it and go right to talk my shit. I really do love.
Bitch.
I really do love it, but I would
Bitch.
give it a B. I know you're probably pissed at me right now.
The fuck out of here.
This is probably his number one, but
Nah,
I
get the
like
fuck
I
outta
like
here,
Steps
dude.
Beach quite a bit.
Let me just
Talk my shit.
check. As you're talking about, yes, check OBS. Oh, shoot. Yeah, yeah, my bad. Yo, we about to go crazy on this list, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We about to go crazy this is wild.
Talk my shit. When I first heard it, I was a little disappointed. I was like, damn, what has Gambino been saying on this? But then when he says like,
What?
how about the, what does he say?
Coop
How about the coop
titties
my
out.
titties out? And he's like, I got.
If it got his sauna is all I care about.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I was
just
like,
like
oh
that
my
shit's
God.
like some old nigga shit, bro. I love that.
It was
shit
great.
so
He's
much,
just
man.
like, I'm rapping from this perspective, and I just like from like I'm a dad. I just the word
Oh, man,
word.
I love it.
I don't know. I love it. And then
The features.
Amare or Amare, whatever her name is.
I don't know how to pronounce it either, honestly.
It's one of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
She like crushes it. This verse sounds
Amazing.
so dope, and like the
The
effects.
hook. I don't. Who's on the hook? Is it
I think it's Flo Milli.
Flo Milli on the hook? Okay.
I think
I'm
so.
not too familiar with Flo Milli. Like,
Neither am I.
yeah, I'm
But
I'm more familiar with her than I am with Flo Milli. But
The effects on
Keep
her
going.
voice and like the when she does like the like it's a fucking anthem section. I'm just like, I'm just like, let's fucking go. And the beat is so good, and like there's like choir kind of voice in the background of the beat is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Great song. I would still put it in the B. I would say I like it.
B tier, okay.
I like it right
All right.
around there.
Yeah, you did say you want to skip steps B's and go to talking my shit, which is fucking crazy.
We talked about
We
Got
talked
to Be
about this one a
earlier.
little bit, yeah.
Again, I love the beginning of the song. I think it's one of the catchiest parts of the entire album. If the whole song was the beginning, this song would be an A or S tier for me.
S tier.
But
I don't know.
with how the outro is, I would probably put it in a C.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a C.
No, C is crazy.
I'm feeling a C.
Okay. I put it where you want to because I'm going to put it where I want to. So,
I'm feeling a C.
all right, cool.
Real Love. I don't know, man.
How's it going?
The song's a fucking S tier.
It's an S tier.
The song,
I
like-
agree. I agree 100%.
I was just like,
It feels
I feel so corny, but I'm just like
good.
looking at the sun. I'm looking
That's
at
what I'm saying, bro.
I'm looking at the sun like life
Yep.
is good, bro.
Yep.
Like I remember like going.
It makes you want to feel loved.
I was walking into work and I was like, I hate my life. And I put the song on and I'm like, life isn't that bad. Life is pretty good right now.
Damn, I need another drink and I need to pee, but I can't miss your Taylor. So keep going.
Yeah, I would say S. In the Night, another amazing single on this album. It's one of the most. It's like a low key banger. I love it. I think Georgia Smith's part is amazing. I love the production. This song is A tier for me.
A tier, okay.
I
Cool.
would put it probably top of the A tier.
Yep. All right.
Yoshinoa. Again, we played a little bit of it. Great, amazing.
Yoshinoa.
I
still gotta play the second
I don't
half
have
of it.
I don't have a lot to say about it, but I probably would put it in the top of the A tier.
Okay. Cool.
I think it's amazing. I think it's great.
All right.
Can You Feel Me? Beautiful little song with Gambino's son.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very sweet, very wholesome. I would put it probably in the. I feel like I would put it in the bottom of the C tier.
Okay. All right.
It's good. I enjoy it. Would I ever choose to listen to it on my own?
Yo, Flo Milli is fire, man. So, yo, Kion, just to let you know, we can't see the chat while we're looking at the internet. That's the only reason why we're going back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flo Milli is amazing.
I could listen
honestly,
to more of her
like
music.
I gotta listen to more of her shit after that. And Gambino put me on, honestly.
No excuses. It's an S.
Thank
it's an
you.
S.
Okay, for some reason I thought your ass was gonna put this somewhere that I didn't like it.
No, it's an S. This
Cool.
song
All
is
right,
like
awesome.
The song is so
cool.
cinematic and so
Oh my god.
so moving.
Yes.
The
In the best fucking
instrumentation.
way. I have so much
The
to say about
drums
this
on
song.
this song. Oh my God.
You know, if you don't want to say too much about it, I will, because I have a lot to say
Yeah,
about No Excuses.
I love it. It's amazing. Instrumentation's amazing.
I want to see where you're putting the next one.
Gambino is pretty chill on it, but overall as a track,
Yeah.
it's 7 minutes long, but it feels like it's like 3.
3.
It
At
goes
most.
by so
at
fast.
At most. And a good 3.
Some of the most shocking parts about it. Cruising featuring Yeet. It's a good track. It's a solid track. I'd put it here in the B tier. It's solid. It's good. I enjoy it. I think
Your
I
tier
think
list sucks.
I think it's a good. I think it's a good
This
song.
tier list sucks.
What? You'd put it. Okay, so Other than the rankings, do you agree with the order of things?
Honestly, I'm not mad at your tier list at all. I'm not mad. I'm just kidding around to an extent.
Regardless of the ranking, the actual order of best to worst, I feel like we're probably not that off.
It's not bad. No, we're really not.
I just
really
feel
not.
like I'd put them at a different tier than you. Even though
we're really not. We're not too off. We're not too off.
We Are God.
Yeah.
The most forgettable song on the album so far. I like it, but it's probably the most forgettable one. I couldn't tell you what the song sounds like currently.
You want to know something interesting?
Like
okay, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it when I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running Around, catchy as fuck. Fouché, who we actually saw live. We saw live open up for James Blake.
Did we?
We did. She opened up for James Blake. We came in a little late, but she like crushed it. She was really
When
good.
When was this? Which one?
We saw James Blake in Boston last time.
A House of Blues?
No, it was at the other venue, the Wang Theater.
Oh shit! Because Fouché was on Tizo Touchdown song. I really fucked with, and I did not know that was her.
She was really good live. I really dug.
I don't remember
performance.
that. That is crazy. That is wild.
Yeah. Oh, Let's gonna.
Kion can say nigga, bro.
I'm just gonna allow this. Would it be funny if I said deny? Sorry, Kion, not you, bro.
Yo, come on. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, it better be S tier. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fouché. I like
Kion, when I'm telling you, bro, like, I mean, you rock with us, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you got to listen to this album back to front before next week.
In reverse, back to front.
Before next week, and we'll get your review. You give us your tier list on this chat next week. Come on, so that's your homework, man. If you want, like, if you want to do something, like, give us your tier list next week, man, because...
I'm going to put Running Around in the B tier right above Cruising.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Dadvocate could literally go anywhere on this list.
This is Tyler's favorite song.
I could put Dadvocate.
This is Tyler's favorite song.
It's low key up there. I could put this in the S tier or I could put it in the F tier. I don't fucking know. I haven't made a decision.
I love that about.
I love that
about Childish Gambino. Like, this nigga just be making fucking shit, bro.
In one moment, I'm like, Dadvocate's an F. In one moment, I'm like, Dadvocate's a fucking S.
I feel like you hate the name more than you hate the song. That's a bad name.
I didn't realize the name for a while.
Advocate. I never noticed it. Let me see if I'm
gonna put it right here.
Ooh, okay, B. I thought you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe
middle B.
Yeah, right there. Right there is good.
Okay.
Happy Survival. It's nice, but it's the song the most that I wish wasn't on this album.
What? Okay. No. Okay. I'll keep going.
I like it.
Why? But
I like it, but like
it's just beautiful in the context.
It is, but there's enough beautiful longer songs like No Excuses that I feel like this song just
when it comes on, I let that shit rock and it sounds nice and I just chill.
It does, but like
I be chilling
towards the end of the album. There's just nothing that's like
There's
nothing pulling me, and I want a song that pulls me more.
Okay, I have something to say about that one.
I am also a little disappointed with the outro. I like this song, but it doesn't feel like it finalizes Gambino's career in a song. It feels like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool little ditty. But it doesn't feel like...
Fuck this guy.
It doesn't feel...
I'm retiring from MC Hour Live. Fuck this fucking guy.
It doesn't feel like this album is over. This career is over. It feels like...
It's a movie soundtrack.
It feels like, that's cool. It's like a little outro. Little kids in the background.
His son was like... I don't just want to party. Watch when you watch the movie. I feel like it's just gonna get more.
Yeah, I would put it like.
Oh, okay. You're putting it in B tier though. Okay.
No, I like it.
All right, because you said
feel like
disappointed. I thought you were about to put it in C.
Outros matter. An outro shouldn't be in the middle of the pack. An outro should be in the top 5.
We're gonna listen to that song together because I feel like you're fucking wildin'. That song's fucking amazing.
All right, well, let's review this. Do I think Lithonia is better than Survive? Yes. Do I think Survive is better than Real Love? Yes. Do I think Real Love is better than No Excuses? That's a tough one, but yes. Do I think No Excuses is better than Yoshinoa? I might have to move Yoshinoa up to S tier.
It's an S tier fucking song, so I mean, you could if you want. If you want to. Like, Yoshinoa is a S tier record, so.
But I do think No Excuses is a better song than Yoshinoa.
And that's awesome. Because I think it's a better song too, but I'm gonna, because I want to make my tier list special too. So like, I'm not gonna say much because I'm gonna let my words speak for themselves.
Do I think Yoshinoa is better than The Night? Yes.
Oh shit, I can't.
Do I think In the Night is better than?
Did my headphones unplug, or am I mic?
Can you?
Yeah. Okay, we're good. My headphones unplugged.
Do I think In the Night is better than when Where Hearts Were Meant to Fly? Yes. Do I think that song is better than Talk My Shit? No, I think I would put Talk My Shit above. Talk My Shit should go here.
And 8. Okay, no, do your thing. If you don't put it in B tier, all right, cool.
Step Speech is tough because Step Speech.
It's a fucking ass.
I could
don't wanna
see.
fucking
I could
hear
see
it.
a day where I hear that song, and it's like a perfect situation where I'm like,
That song. No,
it goes up to S tier.
Yep.
But I think on a lot of days I'm like, okay, I kind of want to hear.
Talk my shit.
Kind of want to talk my shit right now. I just kind of. I
feel like your
I feel like
tier
I
list-
wish this song came in later in the album. In my opinion, like
Steps Beach?
this song would have been a better point of the album to replace a song like Happy Survival. Like in that portion of the album, a song like this coming in would have felt such a breath of fresh air.
I could see it.
And where it's at,
mean,
it feels like
To me, it feels like a breath of fresh air.
it
I don't
feels
know
like
what
when you're organizing an album, especially when you
Bro,
start
this
when you start an
album's-
album with
Hearts Were Meant to
Hearts Were
Fly.
I kind of want it to build a little bit before it drops, and it feels like it drops too sharp,
Okay.
and I kind of want it to like stay energy up a little bit before it drops to that. And I feel like
I could see what you're saying.
I feel like I would feel differently about the song in a different context. Like if it was
In a
further
different spot.
further into the album.
See, I just take it for what it is, and I feel you though. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I love the
and-
minute I heard
and
it.
for where it is right now, I'm
Yeah.
feeling B tier.
I have to pee so bad. So just keep. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep talking. You go
Yeah.
pee. A Place Where Love Goes.
fucking wild.
Ah man.
You're fucking wild.
Let's see. I want to wait for you to come back. I'm gonna talk to see what Kion's doing. Yeah, definitely check it out, Kion. Let us know what you think. I mean, definitely one of the better albums of the year for sure, and definitely one of the better Gambino albums. But you'll see, where will we put this album amongst all of the Gambino albums? Yeah, I kind of want to. I mean, we're gonna discuss this later, but I want to talk about like how we feel about this album in the context of all his records. Like, I don't quite know where I'm gonna put it yet. Yeah, this is one of those albums that it's kind of all over the place. I feel like there's no right or wrong answer of like how you feel about it. I'm not mad at the people who are rating it like its publications, giving it a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. I'm not mad about people giving it a 5 out of 10. Like, I think it's one of those albums that I could see any opinion on it, and I'm not surprised. I would say
Okay, where we at?
just like a buffet, it's all in one place, and you could put it all on a plate, and you could eat it all with the same fork bite. But is it? And it works. You're eating it. It tastes good, but is it cohesive? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
it
so
work
I'm-
well together? Yes.
Yeah. So I have a lot to say when I do
Can
my
you
tier
eat it
list.
together?
Yeah.
But is it cohesive? I don't know.
Yeah. I have a lot to say when I do my tier list as far as like why I love this album so fucking much.
Yeah. I'm gonna screenshot mine.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about this.
No, I'm not mad at it at all. But it's funny because let's revisit it in a couple weeks and see where you stand.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll do one in a few weeks and see where we're at.
Yeah.
This is where I'm currently at.
Yep.
Let's refresh this page. And we'll let you do yours. Oh. Do you see a way to reset this?
Let me see. I'm just gonna.
Oh, there's a reset in the bottom.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah,
There's
right
also a
there.
presentation mode. Why don't we even see that?
Presentation mode.
Yeah.
Live voting poll. Alignment chart. There's a lot of shit.
It's crazy. Are you doing this?
Oh yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so now for the real tier list. That was just a warm up. That was nothing. That was literally just nothing. That was nothingness. We're not even gonna talk about that tier list ever again.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding. That was a solid tier. I'm not gonna lie. Like mine is going to be similar because I think me and Tyler have a lot of the same taste as far
This
as
man's gonna have every fucking song in the S tier list. It's so boring.
yes, sir.
I'm giving you gradients.
I'm literally my thing is one of the biggest things I want to say right now is I gave this album a 10 out of 10 and I feel like I'm giving this album a 10 out of 10 not in the context of just music, just the music. It's more based on the music in the time that it came out, and I feel like the impact for me that it has and the impact it should have on a lot of people that it probably won't because people don't pay fucking attention to good music. But the impact it should have because of how he's able to do the things he's doing in this day and age while things are the way music is. So like, all right, so we're going to yeah, my bad. I was just kidding. But let's see.
All right, man. Do your thing. Let's see this
We good?
shitty ass list.
All right, so Hearts Are Meant to Fly. This intro to me, it has this kind of chaotic, beautiful. The thing I love so much about Gambino and the reason why I feel like I just appreciate him so much is the fact that he is so experimental, but like his voice is so angelic. There's just moments in this record that just like he goes from like chaotic, like back alley, fucking in the dark, like mosh pit to like the most beautiful, serene things I've ever like. It's just such a beautiful mix of like chaos and beauty, and I fucking love this intro. I feel like it is very like hectic. It has a lot of moments of like you kind of like squinting your eyes like what the fuck am I listening to right now? And the more I listen to it, the more I vibe with it. It is going in A tier. It is an A tier record.
What if you had to give it a criticism of why it's not an S tier? What would you say?
My only criticism is it's just like I mean putting it based on like, and I don't even want to compare it to other intros. It's not like my favorite intro of all time. I just feel like it's an A tier record. It's not S tier. There's a couple records on here that like S tier Gambino records. This one is not one. It is a great intro for this album, and I feel like it sets up the rest of this album nicely to the extent where it shows you the chaos and it shows you the beauty in certain segments. You see the beautifulness, you see the beautiful sky, but you also see the fucking cloudy thunder. You see it, and that's what this album represents. And I feel like this is an amazing intro for this album. Am I gonna go there, sit there, and listen to it every fucking time? No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not gonna throw it on when I'm in any mood because it's not that type of song. Yeah. It's a song where
I'm gonna listen to this album type song. Not
when I'm ready to listen to Bando, Stone, in the New World by Childish Gambino, I am going to let this one rock. When I'm just listening to Childish Gambino records, I'm not gonna just put this one on. It's not one of the song I'm gonna play in front of the hoes. You feel me? I'm scaring the hoes with this one.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not an S tier record because there's some songs on there that are.
It's definitely you know what we should do? We should do a list where it's like a tier
scaring
list of
hoes.
like what songs are gonna scare the hoes the most.
Yeah, we should do that. I'm down.
This would be pretty high. Anyway, where would you put Lithonia? I don't even have to ask.
Lithonia, this is S tier. This is automatic S tier. The first time I heard this record, I, in the best way possible, looked around me like, am I listening to this song? Is this really the first Gambino single off his new album? And it's the same exact feeling I heard when I heard Redbone for the first time. It's the same exact feeling. I was like, is this nigga really doing this right now? Like, is this real? Like, I was like, I love this in a sense, but I'm kind of like, really? And I heard it and I was vibing with it. I was like, cool. I remember listening to it like 6 or 7 times after that, like on repeat. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to it like 6 or 7 times on repeat. And I was like, this song is phenomenally put together. I love the emo punk vibes. Like Tyler pointed out Weezer, and it made so much sense to me. And it has that, but it also has this beautiful, like the beautiful vocals that just like the way this man performed this song is S tier in the catalog of music, in my opinion. Like, it just has so much emotion.
We haven't played any of this song. Let's play a little bit of it right now.
I don't know if you heard Lithon. Like, turn it up a little bit. Jesus Christ. When he says that, the second face that he says, face, like, I was like, bro, nah. So this is both of probably our favorite songs.
When he first came in, when I first heard this, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Me
Now
too.
I'm like, oh
Me
my
too.
God.
Yep.
That nobody gives a fuck.
Remember when I showed you the snippet from TikTok? And I was like, nobody gives a fuck. And somebody was like talking shit. And I showed it to you, and it was like, nobody gives a fuck. And I was like, I thought the song was not going to be as this good.
Cause nobody gives a fuck.
Like, what? This is some Todd the Creator shit too, right here. Listen to this shit, man. And I relate to this song so much.
Nobody gives a fuck. I feel liberated. Over medicated. It was overrated. What you want, I can tell by the look on your face. Let me out of here.
It's so fucking good.
I've been gone too long. Don't you know that there's a moment you're watching us throw it away.
This shit is music to me, man. Listen to the chorus in the background.
This song is amazing, and this album is great. Wouldn't you love if the whole album was this style though?
Nah, I love the range.
I love the range too, but this shit would be amazing.
Love is for fools, 'cause nobody gives a fuck.
Amazing. I almost wish I didn't hear this early. I wish I heard it in the context.
Yeah, me too.
Nobody gives a fuck. My sweet Lithonia, what have you done? These are your children. I am your son.
And watching this shit with the trailer, like when he had it in the trailer, it just made me love it more. I don't know.
Amazing.
That record's an S tier record. Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely
The
sounds
song
good, man.
sounds
It's-
great. I love that record so much, and like I said, man, people maybe will listen to that and just be
Probably
like,
my
"Oh,
song of the year.
it is mine." And I feel like people will probably be like, "Oh, like," and we'll watch the video if you guys want to watch it on stream.
You need to watch that video on your own time.
Yeah,
that
true,
video
true,
is a
true.
special video.
Caught in the man. Nah, that's just crazy. When I'm telling you, like, that song,
Bro,
just
he's
like,
not even saying
he's not
caught
saying
in
caught
the
in the
rain.
rain.
He's saying
Cody
Cody
LaRae.
LaRae.
Cody LaRae, because I think it's the character from the movie. I thought it was Caught in the Rain too.
Yeah.
Cody LaRae. I thought it was Caught in the Rain too the first time I heard it, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
crazy.
it's an S tier record. It is
If there
like
was
you
something
said.
above S, we'd give it above S.
Yeah, that song, and like I said, man, it's to a lot of people, it may be like
yeah,
a
dude,
simple.
he's saying Cody LaRae,
yeah,
which is apparently his character's name in the movie.
yeah. And Bando Stone is like his
His artist name.
artist name. So yeah, Lithonia.
It's his
Amazing.
Donald Glover to his Childish Gambino.
My easy song of the year. I mean, it's not like I have much competition, but like that song like makes me feel every time I hear it. I listen to it probably 30 or 40 times before the
All
album
right,
came
shut
out.
up. Where's the next song? Put it.
And I still listen to it every time the album comes out. Survive is an easy fucking S tier. This record, I feel like, is a perfect mix of Gambino from the past and Gambino of new. I feel like
I agree.
the chorus is perfect. I feel like I love the rap verses, the effects on the rap verses just get me interested. I want to hear what he's saying.
Makes my head tingle.
Makes my head tingle. Everything about this song makes my head tingle. I love
If you
the
give me a
vibe
sax
of this
solo,
record. Yes,
automatic.
Survive is an easy S tier record.
let's play a sax solo. People should
yeah.
hear this.
You should hear the sax solo on Survive. Like what? Who's making music like this right now? Who? Who's doing it for hip hop or R&B? Who? Let me name Name one person. Name one person.
I mean, Tyler, the creator.
He hasn't dropped since 2022.
But this year, yes. So good.
Like what? Like what? The Hearthstone Psychos. But yeah, man, like Survive
I'm so interested.
Survive is an easy S tier.
Where are you putting Steps Beach?
So this is where it gets a little I mean, this is an easy S tier for me, but it's going behind Survive. It's going behind Survive.
Right.
Survive is a better
In
song.
my head,
overall.
I was like, is this going to be your song? Is this going to be your number one song?
No. It's not my number one song. It's not my number one song. But the thing about Steps Beach is it, like, I feel like it. I don't want to say, like, I am a big Gambino fan, as you could tell, but it like immortalizes a side of Childish Gambino that like I have loved for years, and it's not like something that I was accustomed to when he first started.
Play the hook. I want to hear it.
Just Steve Lacy produced this. Steve Lacy's a GOAT, and he produced this record, and just like it's a beautiful. This is the kind of music I like. I don't know, man. This is just my shit. You know what I'm saying? It resonates with me very well. Summer, things are ever changing. 5-star dreaming that we will be living. Like, this is the song I'm gonna listen to the most.
I think I'm going to the beach tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna play this.
This is the song I'm listening to the most. It's an easy S tier. This is.
Smarter than me. Junior year, I got straight C's. Still got held back. I grew my hair back. No hang time, no hairline. No more swimming by myself. Steps
It's like when the keys come in.
Yo, this little synth line.
In the way the vocals just hit all the. All I wanna do is Saturday stepping with you. Nah, this is my shit. All right. Steps Beach, easy ass tier, and like I said, so Steps Beach, it is.
So far our list is not that different.
Yeah, you got Steps Beach at B or something like that. So that's disgusting.
But the order, the order is pretty similar.
Yeah. Steps Beach is just amazing. I love that record. Talk My Shit is an A tier record. A tier for sure.
You'd put it below the intro?
Definitely, easily. Talk My Shit is the most like traditional 2024 record, and it's funny because I keep hearing. We was watching the Needle Drop review, and I hated his review so much, but like he said. Everybody else was carrying the record, and it's funny because Childish Gambino to me was the only part of the record that felt retro in a sense of being in 2024. It felt like he was bringing the record. He was giving a 2024 record that you can hear by literally anybody because the beat and the hook and the other verse sound like it could be by anybody. Childish Gambino brought Childish Gambino to the record. It felt fun. It felt fun because of him. The rest of the record just felt generic, but in a good way. It still sounded like a banger, but anybody could have did it.
I do love the rest of the record, but I do feel like...
Me too. No, and that's the reason why I'm talking about...
When Gambino says...
I'm talking everything he did was he was being funny, he was being witty.
Let's play a little bit of that.
Yeah, let's play it.
A-Town, do it, don't stop. You was sort of rich.
When he said you didn't want to hear me breathing by a quarter inch,
I'm hopping out the
coop with my titties out.
Do they
Have a sauna is all I care about.
I'ma make a
Billy like I'm Eilish. Like
he just
he's
has
giving
this,
it that
like,
he's giving it that dad humor, like the
he's
funny.
just like, I'm a rich dad who used to make raps, but now I'm just rich.
So you hear what I'm saying? Like he brings character to these fucking records, and
I
it's
can
like
feel Gambino on this album. He's not trying to do anything else. He's trying to do
his
what
thing.
he do. Yeah.
But he can still bring contemporary sounds. He could bring sounds from that are popular now. Cool, 2024, blah blah blah. He's bringing it and putting it in his own way.
Does this sound that different from a song that could have been on Because of the Internet?
Talk my shit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think it could fit on there.
You're gonna like it, Kion. When I'm telling you, this album is fucking good, dude. It's just good music, man. Like I don't know, man. Like it's just good music. And what you don't like, you're just gonna be like, okay, I'll skip over that. But like you're gonna like a good 10 songs that you're just gonna play over and over. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. Talk My Shit, just a fun time. It is it's an amazing record. And like I said, like I disagree with people saying like other people carry the record, because if it wasn't for Childish Gambino, I would never play that in my life, because he brings character to it. He brings a humor to it. He's funny.
You're never going to catch a male rapper in 2024 saying, got my titties out.
You're never gonna. Not only that, he was like, he said some shit about.
Not.
He said some shit about like. Oh, what, I forget the statement he made, but it was just some shit where it's Childish Gambino humor. Like, and he brought it to, you can even keep playing it. Like the shit that he said, it was, hold on, it was this. I want all the smoke. She said, baby, what's the yacht? I said a kind of boat. Like, and he said, talking dirty.
If you just click on that, it'll play it.
So hold on.
And if you hit play. Like,
I want all the smoke.
Wait, you want to start from there?
Yeah. Oh, they hate when I'm dead. They hate. They wanted me dead. They hate when I'm breathing.
They wanna be dead, they hate when I'm breathing.
Who does shit like this?
I want
All the smoke. She said, baby, what's a yacht? I said, a kind of boat. Talking dirty, you don't wash your mouth with olive soap. Now a hater want a job, but he ain't make the cut. Got my shorts above my knees, I'm feeling like a slut. Got my slammy tuck behind me if you wanna judge. Talking shit, but when I see them, they're like, where's my hug? That's what I was talking about, that line. They said talking shit, but when they see me, they like, where's my hug? I'm like, yo, this is funny, bro. Like,
yeah, it has a certain...
it has a character to it. And that's what I'm talking about, this album. It has character to it. Like whether you want to like not like it or not. I mean, like it or not. If you just listen to it for what it is, like cool. It just sounds like a banger. Cool. But I was listening to Childish Gambino. I was listening to the lines he was saying, and he brings Childish Gambino to that record, and I love what he did on there. And I love the whole song. I love what Flo Milli did. She sounds great. Amari sounds great. Like everybody sounds great. But what he brought to that record is what makes it special to me, and why I will give it A tier.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
All right. Let me know.
Gotta be it's B tier.
Okay.
It's B tier.
All right.
Gotta be it's B tier. And if that first part of that record was a full song, this would be easy S tier.
I agree.
I was like, this is the most beautiful thing.
I don't know why.
And just I related to it so much. I'm just like, why do I fuck myself up every weekend? Like I related to it so much.
Like, it's so simple, but it's just so good.
And I don't know why. Like I was like, bro, this man is doing it to me right now. And then the can't stop, won't stop. I was like, all right, cool. I like this. It's cool. It sounds good. I wish it was his own song. You know what I'm saying?
But it brought the song down.
It did. It's a beat.
It did sound like he had a demo of that hook of that intro, and he's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, and
then he just threw it on some other song.
That is one of my favorite things he's done. Like in recent memory, I love that shit, man. It just sounds. Did we play that yet?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay, we did. All right, I love that part of that record.
Real Love.
Real Love.
Where are you putting it?
S tier. S tier behind Step Speech. Real Love is an S tier song. I think that song is amazing. It's another one that if you look at in the context, if you just listening to the record and I just played it for you, you're like, oh, this is a generic pop song. But in the context of the record, in the album, it feels so good. It makes me feel so great. And I feel like he did it on purpose. I feel like it's purposeful with a song like Real Love, and the play on like the pop R&B vibe. It sounds so good when he's doing it. I think the performance was great. I had fun listening to it, and one of my biggest takeaways from it is it feels like an MTL record to me. It feels like something we would do. You know what I mean? It feels like something, especially instrumentally, it feels like something that like I could think of in my brain, and I love it. I love it. It's an S tier record to me.
It's good.
Real Love, amazing S tier record. In the Night is an A tier record, and it's going right between Talk My Shit and the intro.
Okay.
I like In the Night more. I like In the Night more than the intro.
Okay. All right.
So In the Night is an amazing record about infidelity, about like just dealing with relationships and dealing with like people who
I
have
feel
a
like it's the
significant
best
other.
I've heard Georgia Smith in a while.
She sounds amazing, and it's about like being in love with somebody, deeply in love with somebody, but being with somebody else. And I hate that I relate to it so much, but I do. And it's an amazing record. Gambino's vocals are just like super in the background, but just like I love what he's saying about just being a Georgia boy, and just like it's just such a cool sound. It has like almost like Afrobeat type vibes, but also has R&B vibes. Super smooth. The way that they bring in all the other instruments, it's just amazing. Georgia Smith comes in and kills it with her own little verse. The vocal layers are lit, and then at the end you have Gambino with a different vocal tone, which is like a high pitch, and he's talking about. I think he's talking as the other man. The other man who the girl he sounds like he's the one who's getting cheated on. And it's just an amazing, cool record that has like a lot of relatable things, and also just sounds amazing. Like it's a song that you can play out. It's just fun. I love that song so much. In the Night, honestly, I listened to it so much before the album came out, but in the context of the album, I think I like it even more. Yoshinoa is easy S tier, and it may even go above Real Love.
Okay.
Yoshinoa,
I'm not mad about it.
Yoshinoa is a special Childish Gambino record because it is him rapping, and I love Childish Gambino rapping. He's like Kion said, he's doing the lazy rapping at the beginning, the cool, laid back. Don't you know it? And then it's like, Yoshinoa. He's doing that cool, laid back vibe. The beat is cold as fuck. His flow is cold as fuck.
I like the Stone Mountain reference.
The Stone Mountain reference is amazing. The beat switch up is what really gets me. He said, "This is for the old heads who hate my short shorts and pro kids." He said, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play a little bit of it because I need to hear this.
Go over to that switch up.
I need the lyrics.
Yeah, just.
I'll keep hitting play. That's my brother, don't you know it?
I stuck around like Yoshinoya, Stone Mountain Reed and the Cass Sequoia. This my life, I must niggas is fake, I want it.
This switch up is crazy. Listen to this man, bro. Childish Gambino's back. This song's special because it's one of the only ones on here like this. This is S tier, easy S tier.
I'm my old never like my short shorts and pro kids. Been a minute since he had to fit it on a notepad. I was busy building up the life that
niggas don't have.
Told me that the money make you lonely.
He said he sold some Apple stock to buy a farm. And when the bass comes in, Tyler, when the bass comes in, that was careers in the blunt.
These rappers cosplay the industry, Comic-Con, the industry evil people. Me and fam
got a trauma bond.
Drive like the
Autobahn.
Integrity whore. Say what I mean, apologize if I didn't, or clarify if it's written in stone. Freak it and leave it alone. Give it time. Let the truth come to light. Let them catch up. Niggas peeping like, damn, he was right. Rather have my foot on their neck than their hand on the mic. Rather die a good man with a bad wife. These niggas almost 50 and they dressing like
I don't understand why the bass didn't come in earlier though. It comes out in like the end.
Checks off, death, murder, and pain leave you empty. I curse you with that knowledge. Put their hands on a woman for the clout. But
said I'm wildin'.
Death before the sauna on my mom like Kiki Palmer. I'm allergic to the drama.
You saw me and Tyler.
I'm allergic to this.
Me and Tyler have drama because of this tier list. This tier list sucks. This is when the bass comes in right here, I think.
My homegirl said you a stalker, so we ain't dapping. I ain't see you, man. What happened? Man, the blog.
Why'd that shit come in mad random?
Right here, yeah.
Why'd they only come in right there though? Bitch, even dick and Mickey bag the balls. Woo.
Like one bass note the entire song.
And I don't know why I noticed it so much, but I was like, God damn, that bass note hits crazy.
What are you talking about?
That bass note hits crazy. When I'm listening to that shit in my AirPods, it's like, Dum. I was like, yo, that shit sounds crazy. It sounds like he's about to go off for a minute, but he doesn't. But God, yo, that shit's tough, man. That shit is tough, bro. Like, that's my shit, man. So I'm giving Yoshinoa an easy S tier. It could be higher on this list, but it's right there. I like it better. I'd like.
All right, can you feel me? I want to know.
Okay,
Where would
can you
put
feel
this?
me? Can you feel me? Is To me, this one's easy. It's an easy beat here, and it's going behind "Gotta Be." It is a song that I feel like on first couple of listens, I really appreciate it. I really love. I love how he has his son Legend on it. They sound Legend. Honestly, he's killing Adonis. He's killing North.
Murdered.
His flow is fucking crazy.
Murdered.
Legend, if you hearing this right now, bro, let me get a feature because your shit's crazy. My man is nice. He's nice. He's like, blah, 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 blah. He's talking about toys and shit. Like, shit's fire, bro. He's talking about some crazy shit about how his play dates is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he said, my drive is crazy and I don't got a Mercedes. Like, my man was fucking spazzing.
I haven't looked at the lyrics yet, but whenever I hear him, I catch little lines.
I don't have a Mercedes, but my drive is crazy. Some crazy shit, bro. That nigga's nice. He's better than like half these niggas, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it was
it
was a cute ass moment. It
was.
They sound great together. I love. He's like, because the context from the movie, he's like, you never heard of Shaka Khan? What are they teaching you in school? And then it's like in the background, A, B, C, D. It's like I don't know if you heard that, Tyler.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It's like A, B, C. It's like what you learned in school. It's great. It's great. You can listen to it because like it's not a song I run back that often. But I love the. Can
it's fun.
You feel
it's fun.
Me?
It's cute.
It's cute. It's a great. But it's not something I run back over and over. But it's an easy B tier record. It's not.
It's a solid record.
It's a solid record, and especially in the context of this album, I can't wait to see the movie to see, because his son stars in it too. He plays the kid in the movie, which I didn't know until Tyler told me. But he plays the kid in the movie, which is cool. Like I feel like that's such an awesome. Like they had a father-son moment. I'm pretty sure probably throughout the filming of the movie and this album. So it's an amazing record. It's a B tier for a song, but it's still cool. I love it in the context of this album. Am I gonna run it back? Am I gonna run it back when I'm just listening to individual records in a couple weeks? Probably not.
No.
Probably not, but it is an easy.
And that's
detail.
what I want to know about this second half. I'm so curious where you're putting the second half.
Okay, let's see. No Excuses.
Where you putting it, man?
Fuck, this one's tough.
It's a tough one.
It's S tier. The song is S tier, guys. Spoiler alert, S tier. Fucking S.
Yeah.
My thing is it ahead of Real Love or is it not?
No.
It's a better song.
It's a better song, but
it reminds me. I don't want
Real Love isn't the best song on this album, but
it's not. But I like. I'm gonna listen to Real Love over No Excuses just because like it's quicker to listen to. But like I put on No Excuses and that 7 minutes flies by like 2. The thing about No Excuses, it sounds like I love this song. It sounds like a Sade record, and I love Sade. And not many people can capture the Sade vibes and essence. Like, and Childish Gambino got the talent to really make that possible. And I love No Excuses. And I'm gonna put it above Real Love.
Boo.
I'm gonna put it above Real Love as a song. I think Real Love I'm gonna listen to more, but No Excuses is a better record. No Excuses reminds me of, and I don't want to compare the two because this other song I'm about to mention is way better. But it reminds me of Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst in the way where I think that is the best song on that album, on Good Kid, Mad City. It's my favorite song. It's the best song, but it's not the song I'm going to play the most. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But it is fucking amazing. It's 12 minutes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this one's 7, but that song is like the epitome of that album. And this song right here, I love like the I don't cry anymore. And this is like Childish Gambino sounds great on it. The instrumental sounds great. What really gets me is like the latter half of the record where it's just instrumentation and it's not staying stale. It's like switching up. It's catching all kind of different tones and vibes, and I love it. I love that song. I think, like I said, this is a song that maybe don't have the most replay value, but as a record, it's S tier and it's and Real Love has more replay value. If I'm being real with you. Oh, okay. He's leaving. So we're gonna get into the rest of this when he gets back. It really, when I'm telling you, Sing About Me, I'm Down to Thirst does not feel like 12 minutes at all, man. That's one of, it probably is one of my favorite Kendrick records of all time. Like it's really just like a timeless record. Like it's up there with the best things he's ever done, ever. You know what I mean? But it's 12 fucking minutes. That's fucking crazy, bro. You know what I can do in 12 minutes, bro? Like I could do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do a lot in 12 minutes. Like I can watch like half an episode of Dragon Ball Z. You feel me? Like shit is wild. Like 12 minutes is a lot of time if you actually think about it to be listening to one song. But the song No Excuses is 7. You know what I mean? And 7 minutes in 2024 is crazy. Damn, Cushion Corinthians. That's not off Good Kid, Mad City. What is Cushion Corinthians off of? I think Cushion Corinthians is off of it's off Section 80. Yep. That song is fire. Holy shit, I haven't heard that shit in a grip. I fucking love that song. Section 80 is honestly that was one of my. I mean, I listened to Overly Dedicated before Section 80, but Section 80, I think Ronald Reagan era was my fucking shit. And what else was? I mean, Fuck Your Ethnicity was up there, honestly. Fuck Your Ethnicity on Section 80 was like, the intro was like my shit. I fucking love that song. ADHD. God damn. Man, like, honestly, as much as I love, like, me and Tyler just working on music and all that shit, man, I love just sitting here talking about music. I can talk about music for days, bro. We're talking about Section 80 right now.
Music sucks.
I mean, now it does. Can you... Now it's just stuck on my head. Can you feel me?
Now I want to hear something.
I haven't heard the Denzel. If I'm being real with you, Kion, I have not listened to much Denzel Curry. I've heard a decent amount, but like I think he's such a dope artist. Nothing has ever captured me in the sense of like I just want to listen to this over and over again. So I didn't really get into his most latest projects, but I gotta check it, man, because I hear so many good things about Denzel, bro. Like I know he's nice.
Did I miss you talking about Cruising? Did you talk about Cruising yet?
Of course I didn't because I'm waiting for you.
I've listened to a lot of early Denzel, but I have not checked out his latest last few.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, exactly. He's nice, man. He's really nice. But
is.
Like, and that's
why
why
I need to let his music sink in a bit more. I think I check out his albums and I listen to him like, oh, that's really cool, and then like I just don't continue with it.
That's the same thing I do. I'm like, oh, this is dope, and I'm just like, I just never. And that's the thing about this album. I know I love Childish Gambino, but it demands me. It demands I listen to it. I'm like, yeah, me personally, you know what I mean. But all right,
place the next track.
Let's get it. Where is that? Cruising. Fuck.
Where are you putting it, man?
All right, Cruising's an S tier, but it is
S. Oh my god, really?
Let's listen to this fucking song.
It's
are you dead ass serious?
An S.
Cruising.
An S.
Are we listening to the same thing?
I mean, maybe an A, but an S.
Bro, let this song like let it like just like. Are you kidding me?
It's a good song. Is it an S tier song? No.
I don't know. The way when you were saying, I was like, damn, for real? You don't like this? Well, as much as I do?
Had this dream that I'm dead, but it look like a jungle dude. Can't explain with my head, but I feel like it's coming true. I be acting like shit is cool, and this feeling ain't nothing new. That they gave me another pill, made me feel like an animal. I go out in the streets,
like the way the bass hit, I don't know.
Feel like the jungle now inside could find a way.
It's the way it builds up. The way it builds up until the end is what makes me just love this song. It puts me in a trance every time.
Everything coming back.
This song's like ethereal to me. It makes me float. This song literally is the floating meme. Like when you're listening to a song and you float. This is what this song is. I didn't even feel like it needed yeet at all, but like what? When he's like, help me, I don't know. I was like, when he said help me, I was like, I feel this too hard. It's the progression. It's a song progression for me. I feel like Bart Simpson. It didn't need this, but I still like it.
Well, I think he did the hook, right? The beat it up part. That's him.
Nah, this is him right here. Nah, Childish did the. think it's all he did. He's talking about aliens and babies and stuff.
How the gods cry like babies walking through the belly of the beast city all night.
I like this.
Babies walking through the belly of the beast city all night.
Nah, that's all childish. Like this part gets me. This song's more of a feeling. I don't know.
Nobody cares about us. No, they don't.
I don't know, man. This is my shit. Jesus Christ. This is the most. That's the most feeling song of the whole album, and I feel like out of all the songs that are here, it's the one that makes me feel like Lithonia makes me feel like Lithonia. Like I love the lyrics, I love the vibe, but it makes me feel when I listen to it. And this one, when I listen to, and like it's funny that you said that about you going on a walk in the world feeling different. Because when I heard this song, walking around is when I really realized how much I love it, because I was just sitting there hearing Childish Gambino, and I heard the progression of the song, and it just felt like my life was progressing as this song was. And I'm like, this song is special. It's more special than I had originally thought when I first heard it. Because I first heard it and I was like, oh, this is fire. Like, I like but when I was walking around, I was like just appreciating life. And I was sitting there listening to it. And I'm like, God damn, like this song just it feels like it keeps getting bigger and bigger as the song goes. And it was just like, damn, something about that record. And maybe I'm tripping, but that song, like, I know it's not like the most lyrical thing ever, but a lot of things he was talking about, a lot of things he was saying. And the Yeet feature is kind of random, but it's still fire. I like the melodies and stuff, but just the progression of the instrumental just makes me feel a way that I just don't feel with too many records nowadays. So Cruising is easy S tier for me. At the bottom of S tier.
All right, okay.
But it's easy S tier.
Are we God?
We Are Gods.
Oh,
An easy B tier. Easy B tier. And it's at the bottom.
So bottom so far for you.
Yeah. And I can't put it C because I think like I'd rather listen to We Are God on this album than listen. Oh, and the interesting thing about We Are God is he actually used the same exact vocals for this song as he used in a song for Ada Vista.
Like the same exact vocal?
The same exact vocal. It's the one he does right here. This is a vibe. Like this. We are.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Do you remember what it's on Ada Vista?
I think it's the first. I think it's the intro. It was the intro. I don't know if it was Ada Vista or the 31520, but it's like we are. It's like all over. It's on Ada Vista somewhere, and I noticed that, and I was like, oh, that's a cool connection. Yeah,
it's cool.
It's cool. It's a vibe.
Cool.
It's a vibe. It's one of those songs that like
I dig it. I dig it.
It's cool.
Sure.
Like I'm saying, it's a B tier record. It's not anything crazy special, but it's not like a bad song. So I put it in B tier.
Running Around
is at the bottom of A tier. I think Running Around, like the vocals.
It's a little high, but all right.
You think so?
I put it. If for me, I'd put the top.
Oh,
of
actually,
B.
okay,
Top
okay,
of B.
okay. I'm gonna say Gotta Be is better than Running Around.
Just because the intro.
Yeah. And I honestly like the other section. It's just like I like it as what it is. I just don't think they should be together because I want them vibe separately. Gotta Be, the beginning of it is amazing. I actually like that song. At beginning of B tier, high B tier. I like the song. When it comes out, I don't change it. But that beginning gets me more mad because the beginning isn't the full song. Running Around's a B tier. And I love it.
Where are you putting Dadvocate?
Dadvocate?
I've been smoking.
I think Dadvocate might be the last in A tier. I like this song, man.
Shit. All right.
I like this song. Like I said, I've been warming up to country, and to me, it sounds like country soul music. I've been burning brown on burning sand on burn. Like I'm just like this shit sound like some soul black country music. So I like it, and I feel like Gambino did a good job of just making it catchy, making me want to listen to it. I love the lyrics, I love the hook, I love the beat. It's an all around cool record, and I think like on this album, when it comes on, I'm excited. That's one of the biggest things I love about this album. I'm excited when it comes on, even if I'm not like, this is my favorite song. When it comes, there's a lot of albums I'm like, damn, this song, and I'm like, have to skip it. I'm like, when this album's playing, I just let it play. There's not a song where I'm like, damn, I got to listen to this one. I'm like, nope, I'll just let it rock. And that's one of them. I get happy when it comes on.
Like I said, for Dadvocate is like when it comes on, I'm either feeling like, damn, this is an S, or damn, this is an F, but I still love it. And both are, both are valid.
Yeah, both are valid. It's valid.
All right,
valid.
Happy Survival. Where are you putting it? Mostly instrumental, couple background vocals. Seems like the artist that's featured on there that's like kind of something.
All right, I'm gonna put it last.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna put it last because I love it. I actually do just enjoy the instrumentation
chill vibes,
of it.
Chill vibes.
Very chill vibes. I love what's going on with it. Did Kion like that? See, Kion liked it. Let's say Kion liked it. Like,
I don't blame you. It's good.
It's a good one. Cruising is a good one, man. Happy Survival is a cool record. I feel like it's a soundtrack record. It's a soundtrack record, and I get happy when it comes on because I'm just like, this is such a good, like, I love the instrumentation. There's not much going on with it besides that, but it's beautiful sounding. This is the song. I want to listen to this one before we rank it because I don't understand. I don't understand what you were talking about. He said,
it's a good song,
I've been thinking about it my whole life. I've been doing, like, going off rapping, and then the hook and the fucking sample. I didn't want it, and like the little kid. I don't know, man. Listen to Kion. If you're still here, man, let us know what you think about this. Man.
Oh, is it on?
It looks like it is, but it's not playing over here. We don't care about the party. We just want to dance.
Oh, it's just loading.
There
you go.
Okay, we got it. I love this fucking Bob Marley vibes.
We don't care about the party. We just wanna dance.
He said this could be a hit.
If you see me spinning, I'm alright. I've been chasing, living my whole life. It is coming.
We gotta listen to the lyrics.
Every day, you know I had to fight. Different images swimming in my head. Different women sleeping in my bed. I'ma get to sleeping when I'm dead. Best believe it, every word I said.
We don't care about the party. We just wanna dance. We don't care about
This shit is crazy. I don't know, man. What? I love this song, man.
This part's cool.
The whole how it builds up into that. Like, it just has a different vibe than everything else. Like, God damn.
It's
a jungle you ain't ever
safe. Lion turn into a snake. I can hear the screaming when I wake. Pray the Lord if soul he ever take. Pray the Lord until it is my turn. Let it happen, watching life unfurl. When I'm laying quiet with my girl, we the only people in the world.
I feel like this is one of them shits that you gotta hear on the speakers. Like, it gotta be like blasted. Or if I'm like lit as hell at the end of the night, I'll be like going crazy to this shit. I agree though in the sense where like this shouldn't be the last Childish Gambino song that I hear on an album, but in the context of this album, I love it.
It's good. It's just not. It's not taking me to that next level.
I feel like it would in the right situation, but I feel you.
All right, where are you putting it?
Okay. All right, and as much praise as I just gave this song, it is going A tier, and it's going right after In the Night.
All right, let's take a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
There's no C tier songs on this fucking album.
All right, so
yeah, just cut it off at B tier because that's it. I love that song, man. God damn.
I kind of want to. Okay, so we have our two screenshots. I don't know if you can see this at all on the stream right now. You cannot, but
Yo, Kion said it sounds triumphant and mellow at the same time, and that's a good way to put it. Yours is more
spread out.
You put Happy Survival at an F. It's crazy. That just makes me feel like you don't like ethnic music, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get my mind canceled.
I mean, the order isn't that different.
It's not. No, it's not. It's just.
I have a couple more tiers than you, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Mine's just SBA.
I like to.
Yeah. Then no,
have a full vision.
mine shows that my album is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, because the B tier records is what, 4 out of 17, 5 out of 17, and it's B tier records. Like everything else is like S to A tier. I think it's a 10 out of 10 album.
All right, let's get into this. Why am I opening up YouTube? What the fuck am I doing?
Kion, we're about to rank Childish Gambino. I feel like we've been on stream for grip. Oh my god, just
That's what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
Childish Gambino this whole fucking time,
It's
bro.
almost 11
Jesus
p.m.
Christ. I kind of love it though. I kind of love it. And we're gonna do this one together.
All right, let's do this together. All right, so we're gonna rank
We're gonna rank all Childish Gambino's albums before we go.
all of them together.
Together.
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
compromises and figure this out.
Yep. This is the you're Kion or whoever's in the chat. I don't know. You know, whoever wants to see us make more tier lists and shit. Let's do it. I feel like so. Let's start. Should we start chronologically?
I think we should do it in order, yeah, chronologically.
2 hours in, bro. 2 hours in, just talking about Childish Gambino is crazy, bro. Like, goddamn. But this is my fucking guy, bro. He's retiring, man. Like, I love Childish Gambino.
So I'm gonna have to defer to you for some of these because I didn't really get into him until because of the
yeah,
internet.
no, I got you. We're not gonna rank some of these. I don't even know. If I'm being real with you, I really don't even know some of these. And some of them is not even worth ranking, to be honest. So let's start at.
Yeah, we'll just choose one or choose.
We're gonna start at Cul-de-sac because Cul-de-sac is the.
So is
first-
cul-de-sac first?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I've never even heard of this.
yeah. And
Never even heard the name. I had no idea what this is.
let me just
Give
play.
me a brief. Yeah, a brief.
It's not his best work. It's not even that great, but it has some fun songs on it. Can you type in Childish Gambino? Like I'll play like maybe a song that I played in front of you before. Oh, Chris Stapleton. Never mind. Let's just listen to him instead.
Sounds good to me.
My life and try to survive.
Cul-de-sac.
Right now. Do they even have cul-de-sac on here? Let me see.
They might not.
They might not have it. I don't even, because honestly, cul-de-sac
Wait,
is
let me
like.
see, let me
Yeah,
see.
go back. My bad.
No, they don't.
They don't. Shit, they don't. Cul-de-sac has some really cool vibes. It has some really cool vibes. It is a C tier. It's a C tier. And I don't mean to sound like a ungrateful Gambino fan, but it's just not when he was at his best.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Sure.
It has some cool songs. There's a song with him and Ludwig that they first did when it was just him and Ludwig was playing the guitar. It's like a super sweet video. And it's like Ludwig playing the guitar, and it's called Money something. And they played it live. And that's one of the first things I think I've ever seen Childish Gambino do. And I thought it was amazing. And it even reminded me of like, just like, you know what I mean? It's just like Childish Gambino and Ludwig. It's just like me and Tyler, you know? So it reminded me of that. I was like, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's Got This Money. This shit. Is it just not going to play even on my phone? What is going on with the world right now?
Another crash. Let's keep moving though. It's
This shit was a banger though. I got this money, baby.
I wonder how him and Ludwig
Yeah, because
Göransson
Ludwig kind of he did his own thing. So okay, so let's go to
Camp.
Camp next.
I've barely heard this. I've heard a lot of the songs, but I feel like I haven't like digested it enough to really have an opinion on it.
I've listened to it.
I feel like
I've listened to it so fucking much.
I guess my brief opinion is everything I've heard I kind of don't like.
I feel like it's funny because revisiting camp. There's a lot of stuff that's
I
kind of
listened to
cringeworthy.
Heartbeat a couple days ago, and I'm like, this is really cringy.
Really? I love Heartbeat.
It's so cringy.
Damn, I love Heartbeat and
Maybe
Firefly.
Play a little bit of it.
Heartbeat. I mean, there's some. It is kind of cringy. Like I can't even lie. But like Hold You Down, LES, Heartbeat. Those are songs that like I grew up with. It came out in 2011, you know, and I feel All the Shine. Like I love these songs. Are they my favorite Childish Gambino songs? Absolutely fucking not. And a lot of people think Camp is his best album. It is a B.
What?
It's a B to me. It's a B.
I thought you were gonna put it like high C.
No, it's a B. It's a B.
Okay.
It has Heartbeat on it. It's a B. It's not C level, because C level is like I remember a lot of it, but like I don't. B is like Camp has some like fucking amazing moments that like and even if you don't necessarily like it yourself, like you can't deny Bonfire. Bonfire is like something that he like, you know what I'm saying, he made that was like, how you feel about Camp Kion? Because you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I heard it, it just felt kind of like,
bro. And now it's too late. It's too late. It's too
electro
late.
pop cringy.
This is C. This is C. I'm not even gonna go over it.
What is okay?
That's his EP. I'm not gonna go over it. I don't know if you ever remember the song. There was a song that I actually rapped on one of the beats from there, but that's a C tier. Let's start getting to the shit that you know.
Because of the internet now.
Did Royalty come before? Because
No, that was after.
all right, let's do. All right.
I
don't even know if we need to talk about this one. We don't need to talk. We don't need to. I mean, I want to talk about
we
it.
can talk about it, but for now, it's an S.
It's an easy S. It's the easiest S I think that I've ever gave out in my life.
Yeah.
Because the internet is so influential to me, and it's the reason why not the reason why me and Tyler met, but it's the reason why me and Tyler, I feel like we bonded a little bit more.
We bonded over for sure.
Exactly. It's one of the first albums that we kind of like listened to together, not even together, but just at the same time, and we kind of like had our own opinions about, and we would get up and talk about every single time we got up. We would talk about.
I hated this album at first.
Yeah, you hated every album when you first heard it.
It's true.
He
It's
hated
true.
Kendrick when he first heard him. He hated everybody. So like I don't.
When I first heard Good Kid, Mad City, I'm like, this album is trash.
No, Section 80. It was Section 80. It wasn't Good Kid, Mad City. I feel like he was already a fan by that time.
Both albums, I was like,
That's crazy.
trash.
That's
And then
fucking nuts.
Second listen, I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I remember Section 80 because I was a huge fan. And you didn't like
listen
it.
3, I'm like, this is the greatest thing of all time.
Yep.
So because internet, S tier.
Easy S tier. It's not even close. That is easy S tier.
We'll talk more about it later, but I feel like we have to start stacking them against each other before we start having an interesting conversation.
Yeah, just like you, nostalgic. Camp is nostalgic, but doesn't keep up with the time.
Yeah,
I feel that 100%.
I agree. Kind of.
All right, so let's go to Royalty. Did you fuck with Royalty?
I remember listening to it. I remember liking it because the internet, but I don't really feel like I really remember a whole lot of what happened. But
It's
definitely
tough.
feel
Royalty's
like
tough.
I feel like it can't really be above that like B tier. I feel like it has to be in that B. Like I feel like I can't
I don't
imagine
know.
it being in the A.
The reason why I can't, because I think Camp has more bigger moments, but Royalty is low key better. Royalty is low key better than Camp.
I'll defer to you if you want to put it above Camp, because I haven't really heard Camp a whole lot other than some of the singles.
Fuck, but is it A or is it high B?
I wouldn't put it A, man. Let's be real.
But the thing is, I feel like you just like, I know you're a Gambino fan, but like Royalty, dude, like, do you remember it at all?
I remember
Royalty is like
I remember
fucking
it.
good, dude.
I just
like,
remember it really digging it, but I wouldn't probably give it
yeah, if you, I mean, I guess if you don't remember
S
it,
tier.
it's not S tier. It's low A, high B, the most. You get what I'm saying?
All right, let's keep it in the B for now. We can change stuff later. All right,
God damn, we ain't
what's
them.
next?
Gosh, it's so good. Royalty is fucking great. I wonder if Kion said anything about Royalty, because if you fuck with old Gambino. Yeah, see, damn. So Kion doesn't really remember Royalty either. Fuck. So we doing Stone Mountain next.
Similar boat. I remember really liking it. Remember enjoying it.
The
but I don't-
mixtape?
Yeah, but I feel like I can't. remember us listening to it on our drives to Thayer Street and stuff and talking about it. But I feel like I can't really remember how I felt about it overall amongst his music, other than like, another B tier thing.
Yeah. So
Solid.
Stone Mountain is going behind Royalty for sure. Royalty is better than Stone Mountain, but Stone Mountain is fucking amazing. And Kawhi, I feel like might be at the
Those
same.
came out at the same time, right?
Yeah. Stone Mountain, Kawhi came out at the same time. Kawhi was his own thing. Kawhi actually came out on streaming platforms. Kawhi has Sober on it.
Yep.
Which makes me want to put it ahead of Stone Mountain just because Sober is such an amazing record. But like the other records are fire. Pop Thieves. You got the joint with Jaden Smith.
Yep. I remember that.
It's a great project. Don't get me wrong.
All right,
I think
place it. I'll defer to you.
I'm gonna go. Fuck. I might go B. Right. I think this looks cool.
All
That's
right.
why.
Now when the real discussion begins.
Yep.
Awaken My Love.
Awaken My Love. This is the discussion between me and you, but this is an S tier album to me, and I don't.
I would put it A tier.
See, and I would put it S.
I mean, for me, I honestly would put it B tier if I'm being real, but I would put it A tier.
What the
I would
fuck?
put it A tier amongst this list.
What do you mean B tier?
It's like an 80. It's like an 8 out of 10. It's like
Awaken My Love.
yeah. Amongst this list, I guess I'd put it A, but it's a
Awaken My Love is
an amazing,
a B tier
it's an amazing album, but it's not an S tier album. Redbone's an S tier song. Me and Your Mama's an S tier song.
Me and Your Mama.
Terrified is an S tier song. But as an album, I'd put it A for this.
What?
That's where I would put it.
Since you're saying B, I guess I could put it A.
Regardless, wouldn't we say it's right below Awaken My Love? We put it right below. It wouldn't be
Because
above. Would you put it above because of the internet?
Obviously not, but I feel like
neither would I.
it's low key. Like,
And that's all that matters for this. The point of this list is that we're ordering them.
I guess you're right. Damn, Awaken My Love B tier is crazy. A tier off rip.
So
I could see you saying 315-20.
315-20.
I don't know if
there's also Ada Vista. I think we should separate them. I think 315. I would also I'd put it right below Awaken My Love.
I agree.
I think it's the pure white one, right?
I can't even.
Yeah. One has text, one doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I put right below. I think it's great, but there was no world building around it. There was nothing that made me want to revisit it. I think I remember listening to the album over and over and over.
I listened to that album for
while
months.
playing Switch during the COVID.
Yeah, I listened to that album for
over
months.
and over and over. But there was nothing that like made the era of the album feel like it solidified. It just felt like it was a thing that happened, but there was nothing anchoring me to that album externally.
Yeah, see, and
I wish there was some kind of artwork, some type of title at the time, some type of anything.
I remember because I was so connected to it, like especially the now it's called psilocybin on at Vista with 21 Savage, and like I think it was around the first time I tried shrooms, and like I remember like the song is just about a shroom trip, and I was just like, that's such an amazing like context of record, like to make a record about what it's like having a shroom trip or like kind of not wanting to. It was just such a good song, and I also love Sweet Thing, like Sweet Thing. That's one of my favorite songs. This is my favorite album of 2020. Like it's not even close. Like Sweet Thing and like fucking
you know what?
Like
top of B tier.
No, it's A tier.
I don't know if it should be A.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I kind of am. It's great, but like, is it on the same level as Awaken My Love?
Yes.
All right.
I feel like because you didn't like
all right,
have something tying.
We're putting Ada Vista at the top of B.
Top of B. Okay, that's fine because I
The
feel like
mix
it's
is
lesser.
worse.
It's lesser.
They took away some stuff.
Yeah, it's lesser. It's lesser. I feel like 315-20. I feel like you got to revisit that album because I do. You can't at this point.
This next placement, I don't even know where I want to put it.
I know where I want to put it. I
I
know exactly where I want to put it.
My current feeling is top of the A.
That's crazy.
That's my current feeling is top of the A.
So we put
Top
Awaken
of
My
the
Love.
A.
We put Awaken My Love at an A. So can we put Bando Stone at the bottom of the S tier? Because
I would not call it an S tier album. I would call it his second best album, but I personally cannot call it an S tier album. I think
That is.
I
crazy to me.
initially was
so
like,
what is an what is an S tier album that's came out in the last like 6 years? Like,
just my initial feeling on the album is that like
damn, like
at
I'm like,
first
what more,
I was
what
like,
more
this
can
is
like
his best album.
like what
but
more can like a hip hop R&B like even like anybody
But
who's in
can
this
you
genre
even call
do?
it hip hop or R&B? I feel like he does
Or
everything.
alternative,
It's
like,
just
that's
an
what
album. It's just music.
That's what I'm saying.
really-
What can you what more can like an artist do to like get like
I think
higher-
the biggest thing holding this album back from being, again, I love it. It's a buffet. It's a buffet. It's a 5-star restaurant that has a buffet like for 1 day a week. It's amazing food, presented amazingly, amazing
Yeah,
atmosphere. Like, but it's still a fucking buffet.
A tier for
It's-
Awaken is blasphemy. Is it blasphemy because it should be S? Because I think so too. I think so too.
I think it should be B.
That's fucking insane.
I think that I love Bando. Like I said, it's an 8 out of 10. It's a great record. But the problem with it, and the reason why I think it's impossible to make an album with that much variety, an S tier album, because there's no distinct vision as a whole in my mind.
And I
And I think it works well. I think
Yeah.
it transitions well. I think I love listening to it as a whole. It's on. It takes me to places, but it doesn't have a distinct vision. And I think that's
the
why it
craziest
can't
thing
be S. Whereas I feel like when you listen to Because of the Internet, even though the album has variety, there is a distinct vision from front to back of what he is going for, what he is trying to say,
Yeah.
and what he's trying to do.
This is where
And
Bando, we differ. We differ on opinions here, but keep going because I'll say how I feel about this after.
I think Bando is an amazing record. It has
Yeah.
songs that I like. There's songs on Bando that I like more than most of the songs on Because of the Internet. Because the Internet just has like such a
so fire.
such a distinct and unique sound. I think in order for an album to be an S tier album, it has to be. So for me, it's like A is like for me in my head, an A is like a 9 out of 10. Like it's like an amazing album. It's an album of the year contestant. It's some of the best albums of that decade. S tier is an album that stands above and beyond of what that could be, and it's S. It's beyond the scale. And I feel like when I listen to Bando, it's doing things that are within the scale. And I feel like because the Internet is doing things that set itself aside in terms of sonics and the way they're presenting themselves, that is beyond the rest of the album. It's doing more. It's not just these are established things and we're doing it well, which is what Bando is to me. Bando is like things have done this before, but it's doing it in his own way really well. Because the Internet is its own unique thing that
So
he started and they did together.
yeah.
Awaken My Love, amazing album, but it's sounds that have been done. I couldn't call it an S tier because it's not above the list.
I feel like
it's within the list.
Yeah, I feel like so what you're saying, like I feel like everything has been done pretty much. There's not one thing. There's not one
I don't
album.
agree with that.
That's great. I feel like there's not one album in the world.
I'm not
past
saying things, but I'm saying there's no distinct characteristic of Bando.
See, and okay, so this is where we disagree because, and this is one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about why this album is so special to me, and it's a personal thing, and this is why this me putting it S tier, or we can put it we can even put it what is that?
Just spam.
So we can I wouldn't be mad at putting it first in A tier either, but the thing about this album is like you gotta understand like. I feel like it's the way I'm looking at it. I feel like I think I'm looking at it different than most people. I feel like I'm looking at it in a way where it feels like this album is a moment for music to me. And it's not about the actual music that's on it. It's about the collective of sounds and what he was trying to go for on the whole project as a whole. And not just like, okay, I'm pushing music forward. It was like the idea of what he's trying to do. I felt like it was purposeful. And I'm not trying to get too deep with it, but it feels like when I listen to it, everything on it feels like it's purposefully there for a reason. And when I listen to the album as a whole, the reason why it's an S tier album for me is because there hasn't been one album since 2019 that's made me feel this way. Not one. I swear to God. Not one. And it's like, and I think about it and I'm like, nobody makes music that like challenges me and challenges my brain and makes me feel like what am I listening to above just the sound of the sonics of the music? And I love how everything sounds. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like he put together an album that just like actually is trying to do something. And when I listen to it, I think like, yo, like this is deeper than just like the sounds of the songs. You know what I'm saying? And what was that?
I'm getting a call.
Oh shit. Yo, Kion, be easy, bro. But yeah, man, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I feel like this. And I understand the context. I feel like we're right in between. Like in between us is like somebody who thinks the album is amazing, like thinks it's one of his best albums and one of the best albums they heard in years, and somebody who like thinks it's just a great album.
Ultimately, the ranking is still going to be the same regardless. It's just
whether it's
what we consider an S and what we consider an A.
Because I think S tier is because the internet, Bando, and Awaken My Love. I think they're all S tier.
So
I think Awaken My Love to me, all these albums were like are like special albums. My boy. All these albums right here are special albums for the time, and I think about the time too.
So you would do this.
That would be my list. That would be my list.
All right,
literally.
so like I'm gonna get rid of these. This I'll show you what I would do with I guess the albums that I'm most familiar with. And I'm not even gonna bother with that. I would personally probably do this. This is how I would do it.
You're trying to tell me Bando Stone in the New World is a B tier album?
An 8 out of 10, yeah. It's a B tier album.
Shit.
If an S is like going above and beyond. It's like
we're definitely different Gambino fans because to me this feels like I don't know. Like this feels like I don't know. Like I feel like these albums all have influenced my whole way of looking at music. So I can't put them in like beat. Like I'm like I can't look at Bando Stone and think like this album. Like if it wasn't for this album, I wouldn't have made the last 3 or 4 songs that I started. You get what I'm saying? If Awaken My Love was never made, I don't think I ever would have made certain music in my life. If this album never came out, I think my 2020 would have been worse. And because of the internet, if that album never came out, I don't think I would have made half the music I've ever made. And for me, I don't look at it just as music. I look at it as like this dude, like to me, the way he constructs albums, the way he brings character into his music, it's like it's more than just the music. And like B tier, I'm like, damn, to me that sounds like, and I understand where you're coming from. It's just we're different Gambino fans because this man, like he's like in my top 3, top 4 artists of all time because I feel like he actually cares about like giving fans like music, like you know what I'm saying, whether it's like content in general.
I guess for me personally, I'm not if we're rating this amongst the Gambino albums, it's different. But if we're rating it amongst music in general,
I think Bando Stone in the New World is so much better than anything I've heard
of all of my
years.
If I had to put it amongst my favorite albums ever, not to all the music that I love,
of course, yeah.
Honestly, if I put it amongst all the music I love, I probably would lower some stuff. I probably would bring these down here, like, but like if I'm talking about, you know, amongst Gambino, amongst Gambino.
Damn, that's the way you're sending my boy out. That's crazy.
Amongst Gambino, I'd probably put it like this. But amongst all music, I mean, it's tough.
But like, you just it's not your music. It doesn't influence you. So I understand what you're saying.
Nah,
if
dude.
You're gonna put
because
stuff that
the internet
influence
definitely
you.
influenced
No,
me.
I'm saying like stuff.
I think the thing is when I listen to
it's all these
I listen to Because the Internet, it absolutely has influenced me. When I listen to Bando, Awaken My Love, and Ada Vista, those albums have not influenced me.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
They have not.
And they all
frankly have not.
Every single album, this album right here in 2013 was and this album in 2024 feels like the reason why I want to continue making music. This album in 2016, if it wasn't for this and Blonde, I don't know if I would have liked that year at all. 2020, I feel like it was a bunch of bullshit and just a bunch of bullshit going on in this album.
For me personally,
I'm just like,
Awaken My Love and Blonde aren't even in the same conversation. Like I love Awaken My Love. I think it's amazing. They're not the same conversation to me.
Yeah.
Awaken My Love is Awaken My Love is an S tier album amongst all albums, and Awaken My Love is like a great record. but they're not.
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
they're
No,
not
I
there.
understand. I understand what you're saying. It's just like Awaken My Love. I think it's more incredible. I think it's more incredible than like I don't know these albums, man. These albums, I feel like, and maybe they'll stand the test of time. But these albums to me, are special. Like like that's why I wanted to do this whole stream because I'm like Gambino, like he out of many artists that I fuck with, he's actually like just one of the people creatives that like I relate to the most in a sense of like I feel like he tries to do a little bit of everything. But like he's really inspired a lot of my music. He's inspired like, and I can't. It's tough for me to even think subjectively. Think like, oh, it's just about the music. I feel like it's just about the time that it came out, the like the Redbone vibes and like the things he was doing at that time. Of course, the sound has been but who was doing that sound at that time? Who? Like nobody, not one person in the world. And then like I think about like Bando Stone. Who in the world is making an album like this right now? Nobody. And I think about because of the internet, who's making an album like that at that time? Nobody. And I think about like the context of time over just the sound of the music. Like cool, like there's gonna be records that like that resonate more, that or like they stand the test of time. But like I'm talking like in the times of what he was doing with these albums, I'm just like, damn, bro. I look at them and I'm like, he just brings like energy to music. And that's what I think I love the most about Gambino. I feel like he brings energy to music when it needs it the most. I feel like there's times where music is just like, what is happening? Like when I'm telling you, I've never been least inspired by music in ever in my life besides 2024. And the fact that Bando Stone and the New World came out is like such a breath of fresh air.
All right.
Even
so I kind of want to say like, is it your album of the year?
Easily. It's not even close. There's not even an album. Like I think McGee, Dream Police, like I think is the second best.
2-star on the Dream
Two-star in the
Police.
Dream Police is the second best album, and that album, like I feel like it like I feel like it's on two different echelons of album. Like I feel like one is like something I throw on because I think it's a vibe and I love it. And then one album is like that album is like what defines me as like a musician, like the character, the love, the experimentation, the trying, the like it just feels like an album that I would listen to in 2012 and be like, this is my favorite album I've ever heard. It's inspired. It's like, it's something that it feels like a motion picture. It's something big. It's huge to me. And whatever you want to think about the context of the actual songs, it's cool. Like, but as a whole, man, he did something that like is special to me in this moment, which is the reason why we're talking about it. I feel like it's special to you too. Obviously, we feel like differently about it in like the passionate level. But like, bro, I have not been inspired by an album since like 2019, since Igor maybe. Have not even cared. Nothing. Like no albums come out and it's just like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I can't name one. Literally, I can look at my list of favorite albums and since 2020. Not one album has came out that I'm like, this album has character, has feel. It feels like a musician is like trying to give me something to challenge me, but also like giving me what I love about them. Not one. Everything is just cookie cutter. Either it could be the most amazing 10 out of 10 cookie cutter shit I've ever heard, but it's still cookie. It's just like, of course I'm gonna like that. It's just like what's popping, you know what I mean? So
it makes sense why it's an S tier for you then.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And
for me, like personally, like it's probably like my number like 3 or 4 favorite album of the year. Like I love this album.
Yeah.
But
This
like,
album is.
I still personally prefer the McGee album, the 2-star on the Dream Police.
It's more your vibe.
I still also prefer Brett. Like it's just they're just
See,
they're
and
more,
that-
they're more in my wheelhouse of like
that's what I'm
things that
saying.
I-
It's more in
I
your
like.
exactly. And this is more in my wheelhouse of just as an artist. This is what I like from music. Like this is what I like. It's not even like just what I'm gonna listen to it because I love his music. But like it's more of like I love this as an artist. All the other albums I like I don't think about him as an artist. I think about it as a fan. Like I'm gonna listen to it as a fan because I just want to listen to it because when I'm walking around, when I'm taking a bike ride, it sounds good. When I'm at a party, it sounds good. When I'm in my car, it sounds good. When I'm in the when it sounds good. But as an artist, there's not an album that has pushed my like view of being an artist and like of like putting an album together like this album has in so many years. Every other album is just like, oh, sounds good. Oh, I kind of want to make something. Like, it sounds cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? This sounds fire. Like, I love this. This album, like, is S tier. It's like, and I can't wait to watch the movie because I want to see how it.
Me too. I'm super
I want to
excited for
see
the
how
movie.
it coincides with the album because I really already, like I said, I already love the album, as you guys know. But like, I'm excited to see where it takes the vision, because like I said, man, like
Me too.
I
I really do think the movie could elevate some of these songs.
it can even elevate the music. And I just think like I said, man, it's tough for me to talk about because I think of it more on like an artistic level.
I really can't imagine. It's really hard for me to imagine Gambino making a better version of what he was going for with this. I think for what he was going for, he really crushed it.
He nailed it.
Is it for me personally, like amongst all music that I personally resonate with? Is it an S tier for me? No, but like is it everything I wanted it to be?
So as okay, I know like your taste in music is different in 2024, but like this album isn't inspiring you at all to make this stuff? Because
there's nothing on this album that I'm like super like,
Damn.
oh, I hear this and I want to make something.
But no,
like
the
this.
world around it, the world and that's what I'm saying as an artist. The world around the way he's doing his thing is not making you inspired as an artist. Like it makes you want to make an album, like and like put out promo and like do. Who does that? You know what I mean? Like.
Yo, Kai, have a great night, man.
Have a great night, man. We love you, dog.
Talk to you soon, man.
Talk to you, my boy.
Yo, great job in that video, by the way. I really fucked with that video.
Fire.
I can't wait to see what you do with it. Have a good night, man.
But yeah, like I feel like we were talking about earlier, and like I feel like the way you was talking about it,
the promo is amazing. I think like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like
for me,
who has done?
I just love
like that?
Like how thought provoking some of the promo has been, and making me think like, where is he going with this?
He created a world. He created a character. He created, and that's
making us guess around what is and what isn't certain things, and but sometimes. I think a part of the appeal of this album is what's not there versus what is there.
Of course, man.
So,
yeah, no, and I agree. Ranking the albums is kind of tough. I like I said, like ranking them together is kind of tough because it's like ranking like a fucking what's it called? My Bloody Valentine. Like that doesn't inspire me at all, but it inspires you. I'm just gonna listen to it as a fan, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's something that you're gonna put S tier, whether that you like the music is S tier or not. Like it inspired you. Like you know what I'm saying. Like there's albums that like are just S tier in my life, and like I can't. It's tough for me to.
Yeah. For me, like when I think of an S tier album, it's like. It's beyond. It's just beyond it. It's more than what a ranking could handle, and I feel like I currently could not say that about Bando. It's been it'll be a week and 40 minutes.
This and it's crazy. As you can see, this album is really making me. It makes me feel good. Like this album, it makes me feel like I want to keep doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like this album is really like it's hitting for me. So it's like one of those moments in my life where I'm like, damn, like. I get it though, because the music, it's not like the music is like phenomenal, but I feel like the album as a whole and just like what he's trying to do with the whole thing, I just feel like it's phenomenal. I feel like I just love the inspiration. I love the inspired feel by the last Childish Gambino. It feels great, man. It feels like a good time to listen to music, and I'm listening to it.
I want to go to this tour so bad.
Me too, man. We might have to figure something out because I fucking want to go so bad too, dude. I've never seen Childish Gambino live, and it's like that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this was super fun, dude. I had such a good time.
It's great. I was going to say, if this album is an S to you, then what's Blonde?
An S, a higher S.
But like.
They're on to me.
They're not on the same level to
me. But because the thing is, I don't rank albums like a fan. I rank albums like an artist. I rank albums as like what moved me as an artist. It's tough for me to rank it as a fan because as a fan, it's like, what am I gonna critique? Like I don't. Of course, I'm not gonna like things about a certain. There's like 4 or 5 songs I skip on Blonde every time, but like it doesn't matter because it's still an S tier album because what it did for me as an artist, it doesn't. People think it's an 80. People think it's a fucking B tier. People think the album sucks. People think Channel Orange is better. Do I? No, I think it's amazing because what if it did for me in my own personal life, in my personal life as an artist, it changed my whole sonic landscape. You get what I'm saying? So it's an S tier. It's tough to rank things as a fan and an artist. We're artists, so it's like we take things to heart. Like we take things that maybe shouldn't be an S tier wouldn't be an S tier to most people, but like
I feel like an album can connect with you in a different way. I feel like
Yeah,
there's certain ways
and
that
there's
an
certain-
album
and
could
that's
do
what I'm-
something for you that like
and that's what I'm
otherwise
saying.
would be like, oh,
Yeah.
why would that connect with you?
And and a perfect example is this year with McGee. I love that album so much as a fan. Did that album do anything for me as an artist? Probably not. I
feel
love
the opposite.
See, no. But what has it done? Like, I mean, it's just like just melancholy, beautiful music. I'm like, this isn't pushing me to like. I love the album, and it actually there's sounds on it that like I'm inspired by to an extent, but like it's not pushing me. I'm not like this album is like life changing. It's gonna change my. I'm just like I love listening to this motherfucker like front to back as a fan.
Yeah, that's crazy because I feel like for me, like when I hear McGee's album, there are more things on that I would.
Yeah, but
I'd
you
be
play
inspired
guitar.
to
Yeah,
make,
yeah.
like,
You play guitar. Like, come on.
But there's like guitars all over Bando.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
I'm not gonna make a song like Dadvocate. I'm not gonna make
Nah.
a song like Real Love. I'm not gonna make a song.
Dude, we've made songs like that. Like that's what Empty Hour is.
I don't know about that.
We've made songs like more like Real Love than anything on McGee. Come on, are you serious? Real Love? Are you serious? Like the instrumental on that? That's what we cook up all the time. Like we always cooking up.
I guess I don't view it like that.
I don't know.
Real Love sounds a little sweeter than we typically go for.
I mean, I guess.
little
I
sweeter.
listen to like I explained in the thing. I think Real Love sounds like something we would do in a good way. Like I think it sounds crazy.
I love it, but it
Yeah,
doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like to each his own. Like I said, man. Like
I just know, like nothing on this album is Brat.
see, I feel the exact opposite. Brad's cool. I love it. But like, what am I gonna do with that besides like dance to it?
Gambino's just not a brat, bro. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But like, have you seen the Apple Dance?
See, you just bringing up TikTok bullshit, bro. I'm
Have
like,
you
I don't know what
seen
you're
the
talking. You're
Apple-
bringing up Gen Z TikTok
Have you
bullshit. This is exactly
you
what I'm
heard-
telling you.
Have you heard this shit?
Yeah, of course, this is gonna be popular, bro. Like, like this is just a vibe. Like, of course, man. This is easy work.
I'd rather hear the last 5 seconds we just heard looped forever than the Bando the New Stone album. He's so mad.
I'm like, what? Oh God, Jesus
Should we
Christ.
do a little key? Should we have a little line? Should we do cocaine? Should we?
I mean, I'm down.
These are the moral questions. These are the questions that we need to know.
See, I love this
What
stuff.
kind of questions does Bando and the New Stone make you?
He said, please help me. He said, please help me. And he yelled it in a sense where I was like, yes, please fucking help me. Nobody cares about me. Please help me. And I was like, fuck, I relate to that so fucking hard. I was like, God damn. He yelled it. Like, it made me want to just yell every one of my lyrics.
Did you know
'cause he said,
Gambino has 3
oh
kids?
my God. I didn't even know. I thought he had 1. 3?
I was watching an interview. He's like, yeah, I got 3 kids. And I'm like, that's
He
crazy.
keeps it low key, man. I love that.
He has 3 kids?
Yo, this has been one of the funniest streams we've done, and we're just talking about Gambino the whole time. I can't wait to.
I know we were trying to make the lights look like they were Bando, but they kind of look Brat.
They kind of do now.
His lights
Yeah.
kind of look Brat. I don't know, man.
Nah, it looks jungle vibes. We need a little bit. Ah, it kind of does though. It kind of does. Yee. Man, but this has been a
Anyways.
fun ass stream, man. And we
Yeah,
We
I mean,
appreciate
our
anybody who came out.
opinions are subject to change, as all opinions are.
yeah.
We'll see. Maybe this man will move Bando down to an F tier, and maybe I'll move it to an S tier. Who knows?
That's fucking absolutely not gonna happen. As soon as I get home, I'm in the night. I dream of you.
I mean, we're gonna listen to it in the car on the way back. home,
Literally.
but still,
This has been real. It's been so fun, man.
real.
Tyler, I've had so much fun with you. We don't usually do this because we usually would have this whole fucking conversation before we get up on live.
yeah. Normally,
We would have this whole. We would have talked about our favorite songs, talked about what we liked and didn't like, but we waited for the stream to talk about it. So we talked about it with
normally
you
when we first get together, the first thing we do is we make coffee and
guys and talk about this, and
catch
talk about
up.
whatever. And
this
fun fact
this time
is,
instead of drinking coffee, we were drinking alcohol, and I feel like the vibe
Yeah.
is definitely very
we
different.
drank coffee too, but we definitely
We
took
did,
shots.
but I mean the feeling of actively drinking and making coffee, talking about
Yeah.
that is very different than the end of the night A few
Yeah.
drinks deep.
Yeah. I had such a good time, man. We really ranked Childish Gambino albums.
I had like a B tier time.
Let's rank. Okay, so what we're gonna do next stream is rank the streams we've had.
Yeah, this is a solid B tier stream.
This was an S tier stream. Come on.
Maybe,
I had such a
maybe
great time.
even like a top of the C for me.
This is a fucking great time, man. I had a great time.
But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in,
Yeah, for
Kion.
sure.
Some first time chatters. Those of you who are watching on YouTube later, subscribe. We're gonna do more of these. Maybe we'll do some breakout videos.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know,
You
man.
want
We
some
had
more
fun.
tier lists. Let us know.
Yeah.
Give us.
We talked the whole time about just Childish Gambino, but we usually make music and usually do other things. But whatever you guys want us to do.
If
man,
you're a
we're having
Gambino
fun.
fan, let us know where you'd put his albums in your tier list.
Yes, sir.
We love Gambino.
Waking My Love S tier. Has Redbone on it.
probably-
Terrified. It has me and your mama on it.
I listened to the album like last week, right before this album came out, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's good.
It's fucking amazing.
It's good.
And I see is zombies creeping all around me.
It's good. It's a good record. It's a great record. Well, that about wraps it up.
does.
I'm gonna go
Smoke a blunt.
do something.
Yeah.
Something
we
off
love
the
y'all,
stream.
man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Childish Gambino. I love your new fucking album. If you hear this, I know you won't, but I love your new album and it's inspiring me right now. So
Lithonia,
we love you, dude.
amazing.
And you've had a fucking amazing career.
Oh, yeah.
And no matter what you do next, I will support you. Tyler will support you.
Gambino is an S tier artist,
He
even
is.
if I don't think all of his albums are S tier.
Yeah. Facts.
S tier. We
S-
want.
S-tier artists. We love you,
want to
man.
come to your show.
Yep.
If we can find tickets less than $300,
We will be there.
we may be there.
Bando Stoner in the New World.
If you got tickets, let us know.
Step speech. All I wanna do is